Welcome back to the Talltale Tavern, the monthly one-shot adventure TTRPG podcast. I am your tavern master and host, Kyle, and we are here for Chapter 3 of Expedition Untold. Joining me at the bar tonight, recovering show choir kid, current school psychologist, and aspiring magical girl. It's Brooke. Welcome, Brooke.
Hello. Glad you got that sneeze out.
Yes. Yes, it finally came out. Thank you for the stage direction on how to read that line.
You're welcome.
You should really vampire sneeze, Kyle. You got to cover it with your elbow pit so you don't spread germs.
I was worried about. Well, it wasn't a real sneeze.
Get us all sick.
So,
was it?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. That was really good acting.
That was such good
never would have imagined.
Wow.
So this is cool. So secret
blessed.
doctor thing. If it's not a real sneeze, then you don't have to cover it. So it's it's like one of the secret doctor things we learned in med school.
Thank you, Dr. Davidson.
It's pretty cool. Also joining us at the bar, Will Ramos, who is taking this opportunity to wish Scott Esmond a happy National Boyfriend's Day. I love you, baby boy.
I love you too.
Also joining us, she feels a little bit bad about making me sing her intro last time, but not enough to not do it again. HOTTOGO, her dice are hot to roll. Becca, welcome back.
Thank you. Thank you so much. You did it. That was beautiful. It was everything I dreamed it could be.
I don't know if it was beautiful. I should have done some vocal warm-ups. I was not prepared. I should have been prepared to sing.
It was perfect. No notes.
You should have planned ahead.
Should have prepared, but he just watched TV.
Next. Also joining us, the two-time winner of the Ringle Run medal and author of the best-selling grimoire, Do I Have to Spell It Out for You? It's Natalie. Welcome, Natalie.
Hi. Thanks for having me yet again.
What's the Ringle Run medal?
Well, Ringle Run's a very famous wizard, and he likes to award to all his favorite subjects, yeah.
You haven't heard of this, Kyle?
Yeah, I know Ringle Run. He's like an OG D&D like wizard, right?
He's never heard of Ringle Run. He's trying to.
Yeah, what a poser.
No, he's in those old cartoons. He's in those old cartoons, and
doesn't know how to sneeze. Doesn't know who Ringle Run is.
Yes.
Didn't do his vocal
But
exercises.
he does know that if it's a fake sneeze, you don't have to cover it.
That's true.
I'm gonna
That's
need
true.
all of you to write down disadvantage on your first rolls tonight, please.
I'm a two-time winner.
Oh, that's true. You can't do that.
It cancels
I
that out.
can't
You
do
get to
that
roll
to a
flat.
two-time winner. Last but not least, I forgot to give him the $100 I promised for letting me borrow his Game Boy SP charging cable today, but that's okay. I'll just give him $200 the next time I see him. Scott, thank you.
That's fair,
Yes,
I guess.
for joining us, Scott.
Yeah, that's good interest, I think.
You did give me two Game Boy
Exactly,
SP chargers.
$100 per Game
$100 a piece. I have one getting delivered from Amazon for $8.95, but
$895. I gave you a
Deal. Friendship deal.
Well, welcome back, players. We have an exciting adventure to get back to. So let's reopen the book, turn to Chapter 3, and continue the story of Expedition Untold. Roll the intro!
Previously on Expedition Untold. Our peaceful book club was interrupted by a mysterious earthquake, and we were sucked into a terrible fight with an evil red ooze alongside the tavern bartender. With Imtiro and Hugh still reeling from a psychological attack on their memories, the bartender used some sort of unexpected magic to send the group to a corrupted zoonopia. We made our way through the desert mirage, only to come upon giant scorpions. During the fight, I did my best to keep up as Imtiro bolstered the group with his grit and optimistic determination, and Hugh tore through the monsters despite getting pretty embarrassed when a shadow fighter of Deandra showed up. And luckily, the very capable Lizzie arrived on her steed, Miranda, to help us defeat the monsters. We persevered, and Lizzie led us to a group of helpful Yuan-ti who were caring for a comatose Khatt the Big. By sheer luck, I had prepared Remove Curse, so that poofed us into a physical manifestation of Khatt's mind. After we caught some fish together, a door appeared, but before we could leave, a smoke monster attacked. The devious entity put up a good fight, but by the light of soul, we were able to defeat it. And a plan was discussed to help bring Toad back to the light and escape this terrible prison of a zoo. And so, our story continues.
You are all inside the Sphinx, the refuge of the survivors of the island. And Seisu is just given a toast with his bottle of Estederon Reserve, this old bottle of wine that he'd been had found behind the bar that's been kept there for a while. And you all take a sip. And just to remind you of what you've already found in the tavern, as you are thinking about a plan for tomorrow, for incapacitating Toad and Ivan, his giant construct. You found a few items: an oil of slipperiness, some sovereign glue, a wand of enlarge reduce with 3 charges, and a ring of animal influence. And Seisu takes a drink and says, I can give you some understanding of the island. I'm not sure how familiar you have made yourself today while you were transported here, but there is an area called the Ice World. This is a place decorated with large glaciers that do not unfreeze, but give off a soft mist. There are exhibits in there that have been overrun, some penguins that march around the area, but the main focus is a large amphitheater that contains Tulka, the Ice Queen. She is a large aklut, a large orca-like creature that can shape change into a wolf-like creature. This is her domain. She has some intelligence, it seems, but is very territorial. You have the aviary. The aviary is this large dome that is... in many different areas of this dome have been shattered as these large birds have escaped. It is a hostile environment. There are large spires in there that could prove for vantage points. There is a large pond in the middle, and this is an area where if the birds are disturbed, they will attack ferociously. The main area of the island is a platform with a river running around it. There are bridges to this center platform, and in the center is a large statue of Estederon Swifthide, the creator of this magnificent, or once magnificent zoo. And then the forest which you are in, there is a cave in the back of the forest that could be a place to hide. There are many trees about in this area that could provide cover, and old exhibits that are overrun. We have our item that Mialsa and I have created. It is a spool of wire that is 100 feet long and contains the device at the end can provide a lightning charge. And we have not tested it. We do not know its power, but we've created it in order to help incapacitate Ivan, the large construct that is a guardian for Toad and also a scout for him. Every morning, Toad sends out Ivan to walk alone throughout the grounds as a scout looking for Claiborne. And if Ivan spots Claiborne, he can activate his rune that alerts Toad, and Toad will be there shortly, riding atop his giant Tyrannosaurus Rex that he does not care for properly. Lets his poisoned skin touch this giant Tyrannosaur, causing him to be poisoned every day. If we are to do this tomorrow, we have a lot of options and places we could set a trap or in different ways try to incapacitate Ivan or Toad, and then Toad to help him become more of himself that you say he was before. What thoughts might you have? What ideas can we come to see if we can come up with a plan for this. And you see Meowsa, she's sitting on the bar, paying attention as well, but not as talkative.
Zesu, my good friend, I must ask you first. You say that Ivan patrols the island every day. Does he follow a set path around the island? Does he have a first stop or a second stop, a place we're most likely to find him at a certain time?
It seems that initially Ivan did have a pattern that he would go, but as Claiborne became more understanding of that pattern, then Toad had changed it, and it seems to change every day where Ivan will start and move throughout the different exhibits.
Do we know how they talk to each other, or how does Ivan let him... Can they communicate to each other from a distance?
Ivan has a rune on his chest that connects to an amulet around Toad's neck. Toad can control him with this amulet, and Ivan can activate it to alert Toad of his location.
I can't remember if he just said this, but Toad, we don't know where Toad is before he is summoned to come to this place?
Toad resides up at the lodge where was originally Claiborne's.
And are there guards of any sort?
He has dogs. He has his dogs that can teleport short distances. Toad does not seem to need to sleep as much as maybe he used to. If you get eyes on his compound, which I do not recommend doing without being very sneaky, you'll see that he is watching most of the time. I do not know when he rests.
Kyle, would Namby have an understanding of those? The ward, or what did you call it? The
rune?
The rune. Like, if we were to sneak up on him and somehow, like, if it's like scratched into his metal, if we like scratched it off with that, like, stop communication before it could happen, like, would she know anything about the magic of that?
It is a rune that is in the form of a gem that is inscribed in this, and it is on his chest. I would think that if the gem was destroyed, then it would stop that communication.
Much like the construct in Disorderly Conduct, the Fountain of Youth story.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so I was thinking we could have just avoid Ivan and steal the amulet that Toad has, but if we don't want to set off these dogs, we might as well try to get rid of Ivan.
He'll come running. Yeah.
Right.
Do have all sorts of tools.
Yes, looking at these wonderful tools, I would think what would work best would be to use this glue to perhaps hold Ivan in place somewhere, incapacitate him, make it so he summons Toad to us without the dogs, but so he's no longer a threat? Maybe?
Yes, that could lead us an opportunity to set up an ambush. Since he's incapacitated, we'll just be waiting for him.
What if we glued him into the cave, like to the wall? It would be strong enough to hold him so he couldn't pull away from it, but then we'd have enough space when Toad appeared?
I could use my Leonid's hut to protect us all at the cave and prevent Toad from entering and releasing Ivan.
And what if we use that wand to maybe make his T-Rex smaller when he does show up?
How many charges does this wand have?
The enlarge reduce has 3 charges.
I knew that, but I thought the listeners might.
How big of a cave mouth? Yeah, I just know it all. How big of a cave mouth is this? Have you guys seen it?
The cave in the forest is about a maximum 10 feet high. It is a shallow cave entrance.
Okay. And how big is your spell, Amtiro?
My spell is a 10-foot radius immobile dome. So this could be perfect.
Oh no, 10 foot
Slug
radius
fit.
means
No, it would
bigger.
be too small of a
No.
space, right?
Yeah.
Well, does it? I don't know how a spell works when you cast it in a space where there's not enough room for it.
Well, doesn't Leomund's tiny hut actually have text about that? There's something in there about it.
Couldn't we just do it so that the like one part of the circle that gets smaller is touching the edges?
Like blocks it, yeah.
Right.
Like a boulder in the way.
Yeah. Just do some math about it.
If you just do some math, if you put it right into like a boulder blocking the entrance, even if Ivan say like we can't hold him long enough to get for the glue to activate, that will lock him in, like, and we can
For
get
8
through
hours.
the hut.
Yeah,
but then
that's
he'll be
true.
stuck in the cave.
Honestly, that's all we really need to do is get him in the cave and then distract him for a minute for me to cast that spell. But
Yeah.
probably best to try to glue him to the wall so that we can all be in the hut, because that's what makes it so you guys can come in and out of
Yeah.
it. You have to be in it when it is cast.
When you cast it.
It doesn't
Right.
say anything about the amount of space, but it does say all other objects are barred from passing through it, other than the things that were in it when it was cast. So I would think, the wall is, I don't know, an object. So I agree. We'll just cast it outside of the cave and block
Yeah,
them.
just look at the mouth.
Yes.
And the nice thing is the glue takes, I believe, a minute to set. So we kind of have a buffer. If you're casting it, we'll kind of know if he's not going to hold still long enough, and we can kind of tuck and roll into the hut.
There we go.
I suggest that since we have multiple charges on this wand, I suggest we use one on Ivan as well to lower his stature so that Khatt and Huguenard can properly take hold of him if we need to restrain him.
I can make one of you stronger while you're doing that. Khatt, I know you don't rage unless someone gets hurt, but maybe that would be a good time to do that. Maybe.
To rage?
Yeah.
Only if someone's hurt. I don't know.
I
Well,
feel like
Toad is
Toad,
very
no.
hurt right now, my friend.
Toad's hurt all the time right now.
His soul
Toad's
is in
hurt?
turmoil.
Yeah. That's kind of what we've been talking about this whole time.
My heart rate's elevated just thinking about that.
So maybe if you rage, and then I can use my spell on Hugh, and then maybe we'll have a good shot at
Then
it.
you'll both
maybe.
have advantage on strength checks, and if we reduce Ivan, he gets disadvantage on strength checks, which means you guys would almost be guaranteed to be able to grapple him and hold him in place. And if we
Don't
give you
tempt the dice that way.
The dice love
The dice
to
will take
treat-
it.
to prove people wrong.
I said almost guaranteed. And then if we use this, I'm not talking like that. If we use the oil of slipperiness on somebody, I don't feel like doing it. If we use the oil of slipperiness, then that makes it so whoever, if it's one of you who grapples him, you can drag him along, no problem, because it won't impede your movement anymore. And also, if we put that on somebody, then and we do anything to try to encumber Toad's movement. I don't know if we had theoretically discussed anything about that before recording, like any sort of massive plant growth or anything like that. That would make it so you're not encumbered by it as well. Like I think maybe we would want to give it to Hugh, because Hugh has the reach already, so you can like get in and pow some hits and get on out of there really fast, you know?
Well, the nice thing too is with my crusher feat, I can move him if I get a hit, so I can knock him off the T-Rex by moving him forcefully with just a Warhammer hit.
Perhaps if you knock him off with your crusher, then Khatt, my big, beautiful friend, could use this ring of animal friendship to try to entice the T-Rex into leaving the area.
Mm-hmm.
Or it's not ring of animal friendships, it's animal. It has
Like
animal
influence
friendship
or something?
as part of it.
Yeah.
It also has fear, which honestly might be better.
We might want to cast just to scare him off, so that T-Rex just runs.
Anything that it can do to make the T-Rex go away would be ideal.
Yeah.
Because I don't think the T-Rex, unless Toad has some sort of control over it magically as well, I don't feel like it would be itching to stay with him, you know?
No,
like
I think
come
it's trying
back
to get
and
away,
help
I
him.
guess. Yeah.
But
And
I don't
then
know. I can't
we
pretend
could-
to understand
planning-
the mind of a T-Rex.
I want to go fight Tulpa. Tolka. That's all I want.
Go fight.
My friend Tolka's done nothing to us. I would like to pitch that we should set Tolka free before we leave the zoo.
All the creatures that are here didn't choose to be here. This is a zoo.
Despicable place.
Tolka eats a lot of fish. I like eating a lot of fish. We have some things in common, but there can only be one top dog. And,
Good thing you're a cat.
I want to go fight. I want to go fight Tolka really bad.
Well, Khatt, I suggest we wait to fight Tolka until we save Toad.
Yes. we can use
Bottom
Toad's
of the
help.
list.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I love Khatt. 'Cause Khatt, just for the listeners, Khatt has a -1 to intelligence and a -2 to wisdom.
Yeah.
That is his scores. That is a 9 for intelligence and a 6 for wisdom. And I just, I love it. It's so
Truly
funny.
some horrific rolls that Will
It
had
really
when
was.
creating God.
It's so bad.
Yet so wise in his
It's
own
so
way.
beautiful.
I don't know. This isn't even role playing. Just something in my bones. I just want to go wreck Tolka, and I don't know why.
Well, if we do encounter Tolka, because we're in Zootopia, we canonically use the rule that you just have to cover half their health for the sleep spell to work, right?
Right.
That's how it works
Right.
in
That's,
Zootopia?
yeah, no.
In
that's,
Zootopia.
Yeah.
In this world, yes.
in Zootopia. The Zootopia rules.
It's just kind of a different enhanced version of sleep here.
Like it's like a level 9's version of it, you know.
Yeah,
Instead of
exactly.
like a level
I love the idea that any mistake that was made, like in real life on an episode, is just now canon.
It's canon.
In that world,
Whatever
it's fine.
we did it before, then it's got to
Well,
work.
the storyteller just made a mistake when they were telling the story, but that becomes
They
canon
just
to the
embellished.
story.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So we're set on we fight Ivan at the cave and have him lure Toad to us. But what? And then we shrink the T-Rex. Lizzie, you can make plants grow.
Yes, and makes it extremely difficult for them to move.
So when we hear the thump of the T-Rex, you make the. I mean, even beforehand, I suppose. But
Yes.
you make the plants grow, and then Hugh, oiled up, slip in, punch, knock him off. Khatt, scare the T-Rex away, go fight Tolka. The rest of us help Toad. I think this is a beautiful plan. It will
Gonna
work.
animal influence the T-Rex to join my side. Then the two of us are gonna go fight Tolka while you guys
There
do
you go,
it.
perfect.
That's all right. There you go.
That's what you want. I just want to get off this island finally.
But we don't know what we need to do to help Toad, right?
No,
I
we do
mean,
not. That is a problem.
You do want to help Todd.
Could it be something similar to what with the smoke with Khatt, where we had to get it separate?
I can try remove curse, or I can do remove curse and dispel magic. I can prep them both for tomorrow and just see what works.
Yeah, throw it all at him.
I have Dispel Magic if you need to save something else.
Do we know of an item that Toad holds on him at all times? His bag of teeth?
It's a jar of teeth,
Jar.
of course.
Yes.
I'm so sorry.
Famously.
He does. He has his jar of teeth with him,
Because I could
primarily
use.
to collect Claiborne's teeth. Now,
Oh.
as his
Oh, no.
goal, as his act of revenge, hunt Claiborne, take a tooth. I do not know what will happen when Claiborne runs out of teeth.
Well, I have locate object, so I could maybe, once we get Ivan under control, kind of cast that, and then I can give us just an extra boost on when he might show up and from what, side.
Direction.
I like
That
that
would help with
idea.
the plant growth, right? To know where to put the plant growth and where he's coming from.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
I have clairvoyance, the one that lets you like see or hear in an area within like a mile of you. Though I could, I mean, I don't. I guess I don't need to use it for this because it's concentration, same as Tiny Hut. But if we were going a different way with it, I could put it in like the lodge where Toad is to try to get some insight on his situation.
I know how to do that one too, but that one and locate object are concentration.
Could we just cast that now? See what he's up to. I mean,
Maybe.
it takes 10 minutes to cast it, but I don't see a reason not to do it. Except for the fact that we have not technically long rested yet, and I don't know if I have the spell slots for it. So
I know I have the spell slots for it.
Well, Namby, I mean, want to put Kyle on the spot and make him tell us what Toad's up to right now?
I hate putting Kyle on the spot.
We
Brooke
would never.
hates
That's
that.
normal stuff. I don't know. That's what I would do.
Yeah, I'll spend 10 minutes to cast clairvoyance. I choose seeing or hearing.
Mm-hmm.
And the range is 1 mile. Are we 1 mile from the lodge?
Yes.
You said this thing's like Fort Wayne Children's Zoo size. We got it.
Yes. Yeah, we're definitely yes.
Okay. And she'll just sit down and cast it.
So this is you just see the seeing, like what you see.
Should we do seeing, guys? Probably seeing, right?
Probably seeing.
Start with seeing, and if he's conversing, you can switch to hearing.
Don't you, Namby? Don't you read lips? I thought with
I
the
do
observant
read
feat,
lips.
so you could hear it
do.
anyways.
Oh my gosh.
Good point, Becca. Namby can do that.
You can read
So
lips. Oh my gosh, yes.
So I definitely do
Clairvoyance is
seeing.
pretty cool.
Dang, this spell just got way more useful.
Yeah.
Oh no, every time you cast it, somebody's back just happens to be to the order.
Right?
Yeah.
Just always.
You cast clairvoyance and you close your eyes and see that a new world surrounds you, and it's getting close to dusk. You know, it's not quite, the sun hasn't quite set, but you see the sun kind of cresting over the zoo, and you're at a vantage point where you can see most of this kind of the shape of the island from where Claiborne's lodge is. It's a little bit higher. There's a slope up to it, and you see Toad sitting there on the porch of this large lodge, and in his hand he has a tooth, and he is looking at it and kind of like polishing it and like setting it into the jar, and he is kind of looking at them, and he looks his red color. You know, he's got these like, his eyes are dark black. You don't see much expression. He's not saying anything. There are dogs around him, a couple blink dogs. You see 3. Give me an insight check.
Oh, that's a 26.
One of the blink dogs is staring at him intently, like not looking around. The other ones are kind of like, you know, one like sets his hands down or his head down on his paws and kind of, you know, and the other's kind of like scratching a little bit, but there's one that's just like staring at him. It's a little strange.
Okay.
And
Does that
then-
one have any particular markings compared to the others?
Or
coloration or anything?
They all have brown collars on,
Okay.
and looks similar to the others.
Okay.
You gotta kill that dog.
Yeah,
Well.
I think we do.
Well, it does last for 10 minutes, so I think I'll just watch him for the remainder
Yeah,
of the
for
spell.
10 minutes you see
Real time play it out
Toad.
in your head while we keep talking, Kyle.
Yeah.
Just watch me
Yeah.
polishing teeth for 10 minutes.
That's when
Toad
Kyle
is
pulls out the
sitting
jar
there.
of
He does
teeth and really
not-
grosses us out.
Been collecting them from patients all.
That one's not good. I'm taking that one.
Just tell them I'm getting my dentist license.
Yeah.
Do you mind if I practice? You don't need that tooth. What do you need all 36 teeth? How many teeth do you have? Something like that? I don't know. I'm not a dentist, so I don't know. But you see Toad, sitting there and just like, I mean, it's a little bit strange, you know? He's just sitting there polishing these teeth and putting them back in the jar. And gazing, kind of glancing out at the rest of the island.
Okay. Well, I would share that with everyone and definitely point out the weird dog just staring at him weirdly.
Interesting. But no
I really
odd
know.
markings on the dog.
No.
Normal color eyes, probably.
They all seem the same in all ways. Yeah.
Yeah, they didn't look any different.
If he brings the dogs with him, we'll have to pay attention to them. Try to see if
I mean-
there's anything. special.
Maybe it'll be the one closest to him. I don't know.
Did the dogs look like they like fish? For like a snack and or a dinner? Did you see them eating?
I don't know. No, they didn't eat. One was kind of scratching. The other was just sort of, I don't know, doing dog. I don't know if I can tell that.
Give just a perception check.
Okay.
Or history, I guess, if it's better.
Nah, perception's better. Okay, that's a 15.
The one dog that was staring at him looked healthier. Looked like it had more meat on its bones. You know, looked like a normal dog. And you think back, and the other dogs, they did kind of look a little like more emaciated.
Huh. I don't know. Is he only feeding one dog? That seems weird.
Or it's feeding itself.
Yeah. Huh.
Interesting.
Well, I guess attack the healthy one when they show up.
Wait a second. Where's Claiborne in all of this? Does he have any commentary on these dogs?
He's not here, I don't think, right?
No?
This is one thing I wanted to ask you all. Is this... do you want to include Claiborne on this? If so, I can find him. He has told us of his usual locations where he can hide. I could discuss these things with him tonight and bring him in on the plan and maybe even give him direction.
No, I thought maybe we could use them to help lure Ivan like to a spot, but if Ivan seeing him is what makes Ivan alert Toad to come, I'd rather wait. Like I'd rather him not be around almost. I don't want Ivan triggering Toad until we have subdued Ivan, right? And I would think maybe instead of involving him personally, I could use an illusion to create the sound of him shouting or something to lure Ivan toward an area. Because with minor illusion, I could make like just him screaming for help, you know, and get Ivan to come that way.
I know he's different from how we learned about him, but I don't know if I really trust him.
He also didn't look like he was doing pretty well, right? Like, I mean...
True.
I don't know.
We were able to handle him without much issue, I feel. I don't know what assistance he could provide in his current form.
He may just like enrage Toad more.
Last time that Khatt saw him was him like putting him into a coma.
Yeah, with an arrow. Yeah, just arrow to the heart.
He's in rough shape, but he still has those keys. Eventually we'll need them.
True. Perhaps we tell him to keep a low if you could tell him to keep a low profile, could stay in hiding as long as he can so as to not draw Ivan's attention somewhere we don't want him.
Mm-hmm.
I can do this, and I'm sure Claiborne will take a chance to join a fight at some time if he is aware of the plan. I would not suspect that he would run from the chance of defeating his captor or hunter.
I fear that he might, in his quest for revenge, be seeking blood more than we are, though.
Yeah, I mean, we don't even know what's gonna help him, and we don't know that knocking him out we don't want to kill him.
Absolutely not.
I know if it were me, I would have trouble not finishing the job for the grung that was ripping my teeth out and hunting me mercilessly.
Yeah.
Perhaps best for him to stay away.
Did we want to... So we want to glue Ivan to the wall. We discussed that. Did we want to try to electrify him before or after we have done that?
We could try maybe electrifying him before, and then like that would make it really easy.
Maybe. We still don't really know what that does other than it will help.
Right. It could just do
him.
like potentially nothing. Yeah.
So we'll go to the cave in the morning and lure Ivan to it. Into the cave is the idea, and try to incapacitate him before he can activate his rune. He does activate it in response to Claiborne. I do not know if another threat would cause him to activate it as well. But we incapacitate him and use the lightning coil. The lightning coil, you'll have to attach it to him, wrap it around him. The better you do it, I would think the better it will work.
So if one of us is holding him down first, then
wrap it.
Then wrap it up. Try
And then
to zap
release your
him.
hands. Yeah.
I'll make you a pair of rubber gloves with my performance of creation, so you can hold him down.
Well, and like I could be the rapper, because then they'll hold him down and I can rap.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not doing anything else at that point in time.
And then we all just say clear and lift our hands up and zap him.
Zap him. Do we glue him? Do we try to apply glue before or after that zap? If you're holding him, do we immediately have one person trying to put on glue while Namby's rapping? Do we glue the coil
Yeah.
to him? Just keep.
Well, there's only probably one charge in it, but yeah, I mean,
yeah,
might as well.
I would not advise being in contact with Ivan when we activate the
That's
room.
why they said they'd do this.
Clear.
They'll say clear and take their hands off.
Explicitly said we
We
take
have
the
watched
clear
medical
action.
dramas.
Kyle, again, you're a doctor. You should know this.
I know.
Yeah, come on.
He only ever learned about sneezing and fake sneezing.
Fake sneezing.
Well, he's barely a doctor. He's kind of converting to dentistry.
Yeah.
Yeah. Toad is inspiring me. I'm a dentist.
Have they ever seen the I keep wanting to call it a glyph. What is it?
That's like the
Rune.
amulet, but
Rune.
it's an amulet around Toad's neck that is he's calling a rune. That's a
Okay.
gem. Yeah.
I'm writing that down so I don't
But
forget
Claiborne
again.
used to
Okay.
have it, right? Claiborne used
Yeah.
that in
Yep.
the first one. So then theoretically, Lizzie and Khatt have seen it before.
When it activates, is there a specific like visual thing that we would see? Because in case it doesn't activate because it's us and not Claiborne.
He activates it and it glows. It glows
Okay.
brightly. It is a
Once-
red gem.
Well, once we have Ivan secured, then maybe if he doesn't set off the alarm, then we could get Claiborne to come and have him activated at the sight of it.
Okay.
Only bring him.
And
bring him in.
and the hut will be used to block off the
Entrance to the cave.
entrance to
Once-
the cave,
Mm-hmm.
so that Ivan cannot escape, or for
If so, Ivan
And
cannot
protection.
escape, and so that if we need to retreat into it, Toad cannot come for us. Although I'll be stuck in the hut, but that's fine.
Well, if that happens, we'll deal with that.
Good.
Lasts for 8 hours. We got a lot of time to figure it out once it's up.
This is a good plan, much better than anything we could have done ourselves. I think this is.
Don't sell yourself
have a
short,
shot.
my friend. You could have done an amazing and wonderful plan. I'm positive of it. But this will be one for the ages. A story that they will tell in the tavern once it is rebuilt and sing of our greatness.
You fill me with such energy, Mr. M. Tiro. So much
He's
fire.
really good at that.
Yes, well, if anybody would like another glass, there is some left in this bottle, but I will retreat, and the plan is to not tell Claiborne tonight of our plan.
Just ask him to stay away from the.
Well, ask him to. I guess we would want him almost to remain
him to
in
hide.
hide.
Like
but,
nearby?
Yes, hide, but hide if he has a hiding spot nearby the cave forest area, right? Because
Okay.
that way he
will
doesn't
alert him.
accidentally get spotted somewhere else, and we're just stuck there. Like assholes.
I do have sending I could send to him.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, would you like to use
Do you
this?
have his
sending?
numbers?
I mean, I saw
I
him,
think
so
it's,
yeah.
it's you're familiar with him, right? So
Yeah, and it's what, 25 words? I have to double check.
yeah, 25 words.
Okay.
Sending the people today, they don't take the time to write mail. The written word, Namby, is the proper correspondence.
It's for it's for short. It's just to the point. It's not, I write letters.
Great.
Okay.
What are you gonna send to Claiborne? Because he gets to respond, right? I think he gets to respond.
He
25
does.
words.
25
Yeah.
words.
Cool.
Yeah. Well, I think are you sending now, or are you gonna send like if we need him?
Which one? Should I send now to get him
Kyle asked
ready?
what you were gonna send to him, so that's
I thought you
why
were saying you could alert him. You could tell him the plan right now.
I think that's a good question. Do we tell him that? Do we tell him now, and then also I can send to him tomorrow?
Yes, that's
Yeah,
fair.
I mean, might as well tell him now, and then that way, sleep on it.
Yeah.
I don't think we should tell him the whole plan, but just maybe like that we have a plan, and that we want him to hide nearby the cave, but stay out of sight.
I do not have a 3rd level spell slot left.
Rip.
Can't do it.
Clairvoyance. So.
Can't do it today.
You have 2 slots? Is that
Yep.
what gotcha.
Yep.
Okay. Okay. Well, Seisu cleans up the bar a little bit and takes anybody's glass who is finished with their wine and helps Mielsa. And Mielsa goes and makes up some beds, and she sits down, and you can see her sitting at one of the tables, and she has a book out that she's reading quietly. But this is the rest of the evening.
What book?
What are you reading, my friend?
Is it one of the ones that we wanted to read for book club?
Oh no, she's reading the woodworking one. That the fucking book.
The Carpenter's Kids or whatever it was.
Oh yes, that's the only book we have. I found it here in the Sphinx, but I've read it countless times. I probably know the words by heart already. I don't know why I really need to keep reading it, but it's called The Myth of the Four Rivers. It's a story about 4 who should never be named, and they attempt to steal the power of the sun in order to kill Father Sky and take his power.
Oh, you should never try to take the power of the sun.
No,
In the
I don't.
palm of your hand.
Well, if you ever read it, they get what they deserve, maybe.
See, I reach into my bag and I hand her a copy of The Thousand Tombs of Ramsey in case she needs something else to read. My book.
The book from the book club.
Yes.
Yeah.
If you get bored of it, let me pitch you on this one right here. A marvelous tale of a young Genasi woman exploring a set of tombs.
Oh, wonderful! I would love to have another book. And she takes it. You can see that her expression is great. She finally has something else to read, and she immediately cracks it open and starts reading. Puts the other
Wonderful.
book
When
aside.
we get through with all of this, you must tell me what you thought of it.
I will. Thank you, M2.
I'm going to bed now.
Okay. What else? What do your characters do? It's the sun is setting, and you see Seisu is heading out to go and alert Claiborne. Yeah, anything specific your characters do to settle in? There are blankets spread out. Mielsa has done as much as well as she can to make little areas that are like beds for everybody. It's kind of like just like a big bunk room is the feel.
I'm already asleep on the floor.
Good.
No blankets, no pillows.
Is he in another coma?
It looks quite similar, but no. Yeah, Lizzie comes back in from grooming Miranda, making sure all the feathers are clean of sand, and shakes herself off because she's now covered in sand and is ready for bed.
And Tira's laying in bed, but he's like writing everything they did today down, like a letter, while he's laying before falling asleep.
Yeah, Hugh and Namby, do you guys do anything specific before
I think
bed?
this is the first time that they've had like a moment to actually sit. And so Hugh is staring at the ink shape of Jim that manifested last time. And like the little Hadozi is just like sitting on the other side of like the bedroll and staring. And then he kind of is just like tapping his journal, like turning it off and back on again a bunch to manifest and just try to figure out what the heck is going on with it. But just kind of rapid fire summoning different characters, trying to figure out what is happening.
How many times can you use this ability?
It's infinite and there's no limited. Yeah.
Is it just an action or something?
Yeah, it's a bonus action, yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty
That's pretty cool. Is he looking? He's looking for any specific characters to. No, it's just from the
Yourself again.
from the
To recover from a previous.
from earlier. The diameter stuff as well.
He starts tapping it, and then as it's cycling through, that does sink into his mind, and he stops. He gets real nervous.
He gets too nervous.
He gets too nervous and just stops, and then very stiffly kind of lays in bed, and then very fastidiously lays out all of his stuff next to himself, and tries to relax with whatever character is now staring down at him in their inky shape.
I think Namby would let everyone else settle down first and make sure she's not accidentally stealing someone's spot, even though there are no spots claimed. She doesn't want to accidentally do anything that anyone would possibly be upset about. So she waits. And then she'll take whatever spot is left. And she does have she always carries a bag around with her that has some weaving stuff with her. That's what she does to unwind. So she'll just kind of weave for a little bit.
Cool. Well, as your characters all drift off into sleep, the anticipation of tomorrow, you all are able to fall asleep and have a long rest. And you wake up in the morning. The front door has been opened. Meowsa has opened it, and the sun is just kind of starting to crest in as you wake up. Seisu is there and kind of is walking through and says, I think we should start to head. The sun is coming up and we want to be in position in case Ivan starts early this morning. And so you guys all start to get ready and get ready in anticipation of this big day. And anything specific that your character does before heading out, as you all are kind of quickly gathering all the items and about to head out?
You just see Namby's foot's going a little crazy this morning.
Should we just slather Hugh up in
That's what I was about to ask him.
now?
Am I just getting oiled up like a baby?
Yeah. I'm just deeply massaging the oil into Hugh's broad, muscular back.
Very close.
I think I can only reach up to your thighs.
Ooh,
I'm so tiny compared to you.
I see everybody massaging. I come over. I do it too, but I'm not good at it. It's clear I don't know what you're doing. I just think you're all touching for some reason.
Some cat hair gets stuck in the oil.
Cool. Yeah, applying the oil takes 10 minutes, and you got the freedom of movement spell for 8 hours. And so you will be unaffected by difficult terrain, and nothing can reduce your speed.
Yeah.
And you cannot be paralyzed or restrained. And you can spend 5 feet of movement to automatically escape from anything.
Toy.
So pretty cool.
Yeah.
That rules.
Does sand stick to me as I walk through the desert? That's really what Becca needs to know.
Yeah.
How much of a sensory nightmare is this?
Do you get a great tan out here?
Isn't the point that nothing would possibly be able to stick to you at all?
Right.
You're so slippery.
Do you just fall through sand because it's not a solid
You have to tie your belt really tight. You start walking and you have to really tie it super tight.
Keep my palm clear so I can actually hold Bone Crusher without it just flinging off into the distance.
It's like you showered in soft water, when you soft water and the soap is you don't ever really feel weird.
You don't feel clean.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Hugh is doing that smile that's the cringe smile, loving it.
You walk out into the sand, into the desert, and make your way through, and make your way to the main zoo area. And you walk through the forest. You pass some exhibits that are just broken down. There used to be an animal there. It's not. There's one exhibit that's pretty clean actually, and the outside's overgrown, but the inside seems decently well maintained. And there's just a lute sitting in the middle of it, just a new lute, and just sitting in the middle of that exhibit.
I don't know how to play the lute.
But you
continue to factor into our plans whatsoever.
I mean, does it look magical in any way? When I look at it, does it look like a normal lute?
Roll a perception.
Did Glubble have a lute?
I don't think Glove will add a loot. A 15.
15 looks like a normal loot. You see like a overgrown sign by the exhibit that's like got tons and tons of weeds over it.
I'd like to check what that sign says by removing the weeds. I'd like to burn them away with create fire or whatever the cantrip's called.
Okay, so you're gonna burn it away?
Yeah, sure.
Yep. Is it a attack roll that you do?
It is an attack roll. Do you want me to attack the?
I want you to use your spellcasting modifier just to see how well you're able to apply the fire to this plant.
How controlled?
An 11. Not great.
An 11. So you burn it, and you burn a lot of the sign too, as the greenery like goes away. You see that the exhibit, the animal starts with the letter M.
I'm gonna guess mimic, and I'm gonna go ahead and walk away. Walk away. Put my gloves on. Look a little embarrassed that I accidentally made it burn so much, and keep walking with the group. Not interested.
Okay. As you keep walking, you glance behind and you see it transform into this like tongue slime form and slink away. And you keep walking through the forest, and you see a giant vulture go by, some different birds that are it's like you're in just this zoo that's gone wild, right? And you make your way.
I'm so small. I'm I don't want anything coming to pick me up.
Oh, yeah. That's true. It's a good thing we avoided the aviary, because I feel like a tiny little rabbit thing in that big old nest
with
of
all
birds.
those buzzards.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Not my favorite place to be.
And you make your way, and Seisu is leading the way, and you find the cave. The cave is kind of in this cliff face, and you can tell that you're near the edge of the island, right? There's more trees behind, but you're starting to hear the sound of water. This is kind of a cliff edge that kind of goes around a little bit. And then you see the entrance of that cave. It's like a 10-foot high, 10-ish feet wide hole. And Seisu kind of walks forward and kind of puts his hand up. I don't think I should be the one to check to see if the cave is clear. Would anybody be okay with looking?
I can do it.
I'll look in.
My brave companions, look at them. I will, of course, accompany you.
So who's looking in? Is that Namby?
I think Namby's gonna look, and I'm gonna be there to protect.
I mean, I'm gonna go in.
Real
I'll
greasy.
follow right behiund with a fireball in my hand for light and to be able to shoot if I need to.
Good.
Awesome.
Roll a perception.
Okay.
And you can do it with
Nothing gets
advantage
by, Nam.
because you're with everybody.
Okay.
Namby's perception cracked.
That's a 22.
22? Yeah, you walk in and you see the cave is a relatively large area inside, but it doesn't seem like there's anything in there. It doesn't seem like there's any bones or a nest of anything. But at your feet, you do see some things hopping by, and they look up at you, and they're little owl bunnies. And so they're little bunnies with owl heads. And they look up and they scurry out and they hop on through all past you guys.
Huguenot, draw one, quickly.
Quickly drawing, quickly sketching that. Oh my gosh, so much cuteness, aggression.
And you're here.
I can cast the light cantrip just so the cave has some light in it.
Put my fire out.
Oh, I didn't. Oh my gosh. Okay, no, I get rid of mine. Mine's gone.
Also put my fire out.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
This is
no.
better. This is better, Namby.
Yes.
Light.
Okay, all right.
Should we try to lure Ivan here already? Is there anything else we need to do?
I don't think so. Oh wait, how long does enhance ability last? I think it's an hour.
It is
1 hour.
1
Should
hour,
I wait?
yes.
Should I wait or should I do it now?
What's the casting time?
action.
An action.
Okay.
And it's a 2nd level spell.
Perhaps we should wait.
I could just cast it once we see him.
Yeah, perhaps you could hold the action to react to cast it. I don't know.
Yeah.
All right. Well, then I would, if we're trying to lure him here, we agree if I use minor illusion to make it sound like Claiborne is screaming for help or something, that might draw his attention.
Or taunting him, maybe.
That might trigger him to push the rune, though, right?
I would think. I don't know, but I would think that he might wait to have confirmation of where Claiborne actually is before triggering the rune, right?
Claiborne did seem to imply he saw Ivan every day before he saw Toad, right? That's how I understood that, at least.
That's also how I understood it, but...
Could we make it a little more vague? Like, not necessarily Toad doing it, but like enough where like you'd want to investigate if it is? Sorry. Yeah,
just
a
noise.
Non-specific loud noise that a person could be making.
Yeah.
I mean, can you imitate walking through brush loudly? Just stomping around the island kind of noises?
I mean, I can.
I could just start jumping. I'm huge. That's probably pretty loud.
That's true. That's true. Do that, or make a loud noise as if somebody mining rock. Try to lure the thing into the cave, like he thinks people are tunneling out. I don't know. That's what I'm gonna do. That's what's happening. Sounds like there's somebody mining rock in this cave. Cool. Very loudly.
I like it.
Seisu and Mialsa set up in the back of the cave, and they have their coil ready, and they seem to be setting it up on the ground with the coil ready to be taken for wrapping up Ivan.
I'd like
Namby
to be hiding.
Definitely. Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say I'd like to be hiding outside of the cave because I don't want to be blocked in the cave with the big thing because I can't fight it well if I'm in close quarters with it.
I was gonna say I wanted to have line of sight since I know my perception is good, so to see it coming, and then I can cast enhance ability, so I can try and hide too. I'm not great at that though.
Sure, I'm not. They'll try. Find a bush to hide in near the entrance to the cave, or climb a tree, whatever I need
Unless
to do.
Lizzie or Khatt could help us hide, maybe. I don't know.
Not especially. Well, yeah, I could probably, help you out there.
Give me the help action.
Stealth.
Yeah.
Or does it
Help action,
pass
or
without
do I
trace?
I don't know. Do you have a thing?
I do not have any spells, but
if you have proficiency in stealth, then you.
I do have proficiency. Yes,
and then we get advantage on our check.
Well, I'm at disadvantage because my big armor, but I do have a +2.
So this is bringing back to even.
Yeah.
Good thing you're helping because I didn't roll good on my stealth check this first one.
Okay.
So I'm gonna.
Yeah. So Mtiro's the only one that's hiding outside the cave, right? Or no?
I was also going to, so I could have perception checks.
Great. What was your stealth roll, Mtiro?
I got a 21 on my stealth thanks to the help of Lizzie McFire. Well, the first one was terrible. It would have been like a 7, but thanks to the brilliant Lizzie McFire, I've seen the error in my hiding. Corrected.
Good. What was yours, Namby?
I got a 6.
A 6 on your stealth. Wonderful.
Just
but I'm small.
In the open. I can see you.
That's what you were doing before.
My
Lizzie
ears
helped
are
you.
just sticking straight out of whatever bush I'm hiding behind.
All right.
And at some point you want to cast the Leomund's tiny hut, but that is
after we get the Ivan into the cave.
Okay. Gotcha.
So I'm not worrying about that yet.
So you sit in the woods and wait, and you are in the cave and are waiting. The sun comes up, and the dew on the ground is wet and starts to dry. Time is passing. It's been 30 minutes. It's been 45 minutes. It's been an hour. It's been an hour 15. And then you hear something in the distance. You hear footsteps through the forest. Decently far away, near the path on which you had kind of deviated from a path to go to get to this cave area in the forest. And you see a large construct walking through the forest on the path, kind of scanning the ground as it's looking.
Okay, so I guess, we didn't really, where are you, Hugh?
I probably would be in the cave with Khatt, I'm guessing.
Okay, so now that I see him, I would go over to Hugh and cast Enhance Ability, and I give you Bull's Strength.
Ooh.
So your carrying capacity doubles if that matters at all, and you have advantage on. So you have like bajillion carrying capacity because you can already you can already carry. Well, you can already carry a large creature's carrying capacity, right?
Yeah, I think I did the math, and it was like I can carry already over 500 pounds, so now I can carry over 1,000 pounds. Come, I shall carry all of you.
How much does that T-Rex weigh?
Yeah. Grapple it and just carry it off. And advantage on strength checks.
So you cast Enhance Ability on Hugh, and because
you're gonna have to give up your hiding
right?
spot for sure.
Yeah, you have to go and
you have to
go and touch him, right? Yeah. So you'll have to get up.
Which is fine.
Okay.
Totally fine.
So if you get up, you can see that the construct will see you.
That's good.
And you'll give up a hiding spot.
Well, if it
I run
follows
into
her
the
into the
cave.
cave, that's what we want.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
I mean,
So you are thinking about doing that. You see the construct walk, and then behind it, you see a small blink dog trailing him.
Is it the healthy one? Can I tell?
You can see that it is the healthy one.
That weird dog's here.
fuck the dog. That's
I need
gonna
to turn on the dog.
What does the dog do though?
What did dog do, Kyle?
Does that impact our plan at all? We're trying to get
Ivan
it to
is
a
walking.
toe
Ivan
on
is
anyway.
walking. Namby, what do you do?
Well, I go. Did I already
doing what
cast
she said.
enhance ability? Yeah, I go do that.
Okay, you move and you see Ivan like turn and look in your direction, and the dog does as well, and Ivan starts to move in that direction.
Okay, I do like verbally give everyone a heads up, like Ivan and that healthy weird dog is coming.
A healthy weird dog. Okay.
And it is moving, and stomp, keeps moving towards the cave. Anybody else do anything with an action right now?
It's still outside the cave, Kyle.
I think Hugh should remind
It is
me
still
what
outside the
I'm
cave,
supposed to
moving-
do, because I'm in the cave. And I don't know.
You're gonna rage, and you're gonna try to grapple him.
Yeah, we remind Khatt what the plan is.
You see the dog sniffing around, sniffing, and doesn't seem to pick up the trail for M-Tiro in his stealth check.
Wait, who's got the ring?
Khatt has the ring.
Khatt has
so
the
I
ring.
guess
Khatt has the
Khatt
ring.
could try to befriend the dog.
I will hide, like not hide, but like I'm gonna wait just inside if I can, just inside the entrance, so that if I can physically intercept the dog, that I will try and do that, I guess.
Okay.
You're gonna intercept a blink dog? Oh no!
I don't know.
No, it's great. You said it. It's fine.
It's good. It's locked into place.
It's great.
Construct walks up. Ivan walks up into the opening of the cave. He peers in and sees everybody at the same time. He's at alert. This isn't going to be. You're not going to be able to get a surprise on him as he's walking in and looking.
Yeah.
And you jump to action. Everybody, roll initiative.
Here's one thing we didn't address or talk about. I just realized, who has the wand?
Oh.
Somebody's supposed to shrink him.
I think me or Lizzie should have it, probably.
Yeah.
Lizzie, you're in charge of shrinking
I think
this
I had.
motherfucker.
Well, sure.
Khatt, what was your initiative?
4.
4. Lizzie?
3.
Namby?
18.
18.
Namby's on edge.
Hugh?
ready.
19.
19. M-Tiro?
6.
6. No duplicates for the first time ever on this podcast. Nobody has
And
to roll off.
you didn't accidentally leave the one off of mine, hopefully, right?
Yeah.
Check
no, you got
whatever
an
you
8,
typed
right?
in.
Yeah.
You got it, right? Okay. First up actually is Mialza and Seisu, and they are ready to go. They are readying their rune. They seem ready to go for anybody to take it, to have it be ready. and they are readying an action to activate this thing. Hugh, you are up.
Okay, so how far away is Ivan now from Hugh? About. Is he in the cave, or is he still in the mouth?
He's at the mouth of the cave at this point. The cave is only 30 feet deep, and so if you were close to the front, then you are able, to be within 10 feet from him. Essentially, if you were there, Niels and Seisu are back in the back.
Okay. Then Hugh is going to run up to Ivan and try to drag him or grapple him so he can drag him further into the cave. And since I can carry double of what a large creature can carry, hopefully that's enough strength to be able to carry Ivan into the cave and
you can
get him
definitely
grappled onto the ground.
You have freedom of movement, so you can't be encumbered by the grapple drag rules. You can drag him your full movement.
It's true. Yes, you can just slip around.
I didn't think of that too.
It's like
I'm just gonna whip him around.
Stormlight.
Who has the glue? Namby had the glue, right? Who had the glue? Someone has the glue.
Namby was going to be
the
one to wrap the coil up.
Yeah, it was coil, but I could be glue and I don't know.
I'll do the glue. I've got the glue.
Okay.
We already talked about it. Of course, I have the glue.
Yeah, of course you have the glue. It's perfect. Okay, yeah.
We definitely
just gonna
planned
try
I knew you had the glue.
Yeah.
to grapple and body slam Ivan into the cave as far as possible.
Okay, go ahead. Give me a strength check.
Got this.
So how does this work? Because I've actually never played a strength character before. So grapple is it a grapple check?
Is it athletics or strength? I don't know.
It's just strength athletics.
Yeah.
Strength athletics.
Contested by athletics contested by athletics or acrobatics.
Do an athletics check against.
I thought so. I grapple with my barbarian in literally every single combat session we do.
Yeah, it's true.
Just
You always
know
yeah.
that.
The 26.
26. He rolled a natural 2. So you have him grappled, and you can take him wherever you want.
Cool. So I just pick him up like a baby in my arms, and I carry him, and kind of. I was gonna say I body slam him down, but that wouldn't be Hugh's style. I gently set him down and have him grappled on the ground, ready to get glued.
I think to get him.
And I'm going to just like hulk him there.
I think to get him prone on the ground, you have to do a shove attack though, as well.
Oh, I'll grapple him against a wall then.
Okay.
Okay.
You could still try to shove, couldn't you? Don't you have
Well,
multi-attack?
that'd be 2 different actions, wouldn't it? Oh,
know.
multi-attack, does that count?
actions.
Special attacks. Aren't
Yeah,
they both
grapple's
an
just
attack?
one attack.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Then I will do that. I want to shove him to the ground.
Okay, great.
Is that athletics as well?
I believe it is, yes.
Okay. Cool. 25.
14.
Hell yeah.
He's on the ground. Yes. You guys see his Hugh, his green half troll that's 8 foot tall.
Glistening
and he's
with
like,
oil.
Glistening with oil. The
Newly
construct,
tanned from walking
Ivan
through the desert.
peers in, and Ivan just picks him up and just carries him, slams him down, and he's like prone on the ground, grappled. Amazing first roll. That's incredible. Namby, you're up. Or anything with a bonus action. Did you want to do anything with a bonus action?
No, I think I'm good for right now. Thank you, though.
Okay. Namby, you're up.
Wow, that was so impressive. And then she grabs the coil and then attempts to start wrapping it around. I don't know how this is going to work mechanically, but that's what she wants to do.
Okay.
Where's the blink dog in this? I'm sorry.
You can see the
said
blink
they were
dog is
gonna
right next looking in as well.
Okay.
So yeah, you can see that it was right there. You did not go out of its like reach or anything.
Okay.
It didn't get an opportunity attack on you, but the dog is there at the mouth of the cave as well.
Okay, I feel like I should prioritize the plan,
Yes.
and then we'll figure out the blink dog. So
I was just
I'll
making
still
sure
do...
you weren't getting opportunity
No.
attack because you said you were going to intercept it. I didn't know. If
Yes,
it's like
yeah,
at
thank you. Yeah, you're good. But yeah, that's what I do.
Okay, give me a sleight of hand check to see how well you can coil this Ivan man.
Okay, it's maybe like this coil is like religious or something. Never mind, it's 18.
18, cool.
It is religious.
Wow.
Whoa.
It's because we're doing it at sunrise, maybe. I don't know.
Excellent. So right now he is grappled. He's on the ground. The coil is on. You look at Seisu and Mialsa. They are wondering, are you going to let go? Is this, what's going to happen here?
Yeah, I back off. I don't necessarily move, but like I let go in case they want to charge it.
Hands off.
You're taking your hit. You're gonna break the grapple? Okay.
Not me.
I'll get zapped. It's fine.
I'm not grappling nothing.
Well, I just say we wait to shock it until we try to put the glue on too, and see if we can just keep him held down first. That's what I would think, but
I do think Namby would at least let go of the coil.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. The dog at the front of the mouth of the cave turns and books it out of there. And Tiro, you're up.
I'm up. Okay. I see the dog booking it, but like we said before, we should prioritize the plan at this time, right?
Yeah.
So I come in, I start trying to apply the glue with my action, I suppose. Not exactly sure how applying the sovereign glue, but I'm sure you'll tell me what I need to do.
Yeah, let's see. It's gonna be a sleight of hand check.
Terrific.
To apply the glue. What are you trying to do with applying the glue?
Glue this thing's back to the ground that it is on, so it will be bonded to the ground and unable to get up.
I'm gonna do one of those rolls that you do with babies when you're trying to swaddle them. Where I'm gonna like roll it towards me and then roll them back so that you can glue them.
Thank you. Perfect.
Okay, cool. So you take this bottle and it's like this milky white substance. Give me that sleight of hand roll to see how you do.
21, baby.
21.
Nice.
Excellent. You apply it underneath his armor and set him in there. You don't get the glue on anything else. Your fingers aren't stuck together forever because it's like super glue. And he is pinned on the ground and now stuck to the ground. And it's just his back. There wasn't enough to like get his entire body, stuck to the ground, but he is very well secure on this stone floor.
Perfect. As my bonus action, I say to you, I never doubted you for a moment. You're beautiful, you're strong, you're undefeatable. And I give him bardic inspiration.
Oh. Thanks, Tiro.
Cool. It is Ivan's turn. Rolled a 5 on his initiative.
Good.
Seems okay to me.
Yeah, it seems like a gentleman's 5.
That's like an average for us.
Yeah, it's fine.
He is essentially restrained at this point. He is going to attempt to move his arm to activate the rune. It looks like he's reaching for his chest to try and activate this amulet. He's gonna make a strength check with disadvantage against Hugh.
So just a flat strength check, or is this athletics again? Sorry.
So this will be your athletics.
Okay.
And he is going to try and...
He's got disadvantage, you've got advantage and inspiration. Yes. I feel good about this.
Feel pretty good.
I'm going to hold my inspiration because I got a nat 20 for a 27.
Yes, natural 20. He like lifts one finger and you pin that finger down. He got a 3.
No.
Just natural 3 there. It's not happening. He is down for the count. And that's his turn. Khatt, you're up.
All right, this is important. Did I see the dog at the entrance of the cave?
Yes, you saw the dog at the entrance.
Well, then I'm Khatt and I have to do what I have to do. I'm gonna activate feline agility, which lets me double my speed till the end of turn. And I am going to sprint after that dog. I don't know, can I reach it or not?
So it had left from the entrance of the cave and got 80 feet away with a dash. We'll say that you were 10 feet from the entrance of the cave. So what's your speed?
40 feet.
You can get within 10 feet of it.
Okay.
That's with the
close
dash. That's with
enough
because the feline agility allows you to double your movement speed, right?
Yes.
Yes.
So without a dash, you can get within 10 feet of it.
Which means you
Perfect.
could use a dash action to get completely to it if you wanted to.
Okay.
Or in
Then
front of
you-
it.
But then you can't do anything else to it, really. I don't know if your ring would
He
work on
has-
this dog.
What is Khatt's weapon of choice?
A glaive.
That's
That
right.
is 10
You've
feet of
got
reach.
10 feet. You can attack the dog even without a dash.
I would want to.
yeah.
I would want to befriend it though, but like.
Can you though? What's the range on
Try it.
animal
You have
friendship?
the
Yeah.
ring.
Try
I
the
have
ring.
the ring. All right. I am gonna try to befriend it, but in order to help persuade it, I'm going to reach into my backpack because I have and I quote, grosser tilapia in there that I caught,
You did.
and I want to offer it to the dog in an attempt to at least get it to stop running and just try to trust me.
And to be clear,
Yes.
this tilapia is the gross tilapia that you caught before you in the aviary when you were fishing in there.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Yes, it has been 45 days. This is more than just a gross thing. You open up your bag and it's like a bomb going off of disgusting fish smell.
I wanted
it is
to
so
use
bad.
it on the weaker looking ones, but I think, it might help the chances.
Give me an animal handling roll with disadvantage. On
Dogs
on
love
this.
stinky stuff.
Yeah,
That's true.
disadvantage.
Dogs
You
do
kidding
love
me?
stinky stuff.
Do they love diseased
How many
things?
times has one of your dogs eaten the garbage, Kyle? I'm just saying.
My dog ate
saying
a
it should be with
rabbit
advantage?
that had been dead for several days.
I got
I'm
8.
just saying.
Got an 8.
An 8. Unfortunately, the dog does not look like it is.
Even with the ring on?
Well, you can cast
That's a
animal
spell.
So you
friendship
can,
Yeah.
as a spell.
Oh, that's a
on
different
it.
thing? Oh,
that's
then
okay.
I just
You
want to
can-
do that. I don't want to use the gross fish.
That's okay. That should be an action, but it's hilarious. It's just a normal. That's just a
Object
free
interaction.
That was
You
an
pulled out a
object
fish.
interaction for
Yeah.
you. Yep. So yeah, you want to animal friendship?
Yes.
Okay.
I got a feeling this beast's intelligence might be too high for it, but
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, there's something
I think it
there.
has a limit, right? Of
Because it has to have an intelligence of 3
like a
or lower, I
4.
think.
Yeah.
And 3
For
is
animal
the
Which one are
friendship
you,
is 4.
Maybe he got overcome by the smell, and it just
lowered
made him
his
stupider for a
intelligence.
minute.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know?
Because are you trying to? Because there's the you can do animal friendship or fear or speak with animals, I guess. But and what did you want to do? Animal friendship?
That's what Khatt would do.
Okay.
Never want to fear an animal or make one fear me. Absolutely not.
even though we specifically made this plan for you to make the T-Rex fear you with the ring, so you should do that.
I still
Sorry,
have
we
it
should
has,
do that
it has
later.
3 charges. It does have 3 charges.
Okay, good.
And if the beast's intelligence is 4 or higher, the spell fails. You immediately see that the spell immediately fails. It doesn't need. There's not even a chance.
crap.
Stupid
So
ring's busted.
I can't attack it then?
That would have been your action, yeah, to use that spell.
Okay, well,
That is it for your turn. Lizzie, you are up.
Oh gosh. So we have a restrained Ivan. We have a blink dog.
And the blink dog's far away. It's like 80
Yeah.
feet away.
More than that. I'm at a loss. Because we've got Ivan taken care of pretty well.
Yeah, I know.
Pretty much.
We pretty much
don't know
executed
that
our
it's-
plan already. I don't know if there's much
Yeah.
we need to do at this point.
I don't know that it's super important that that dog gets away. I mean, it's if it just goes and tells Toad
But we
or
want.
alerts him in some way, we want that anyway. So
That's true. Just not maybe at the time we wanted. But
Yeah, I just need a minute to make the tiny hut outside. So as long as Toad's not here within a minute, we're pretty much.
yes, I think I'm just gonna. I might just pass my turn or hold an action for a spell if Toad gets here. But
There you go. Or hold something like if somehow
Like-
Ivan gets up to like blast it.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna. Yeah. If it seems like Ivan's gonna get up, I'm gonna ready my Tangle spell, which will restrain him again.
nice.
Cool. Seisu and Mialzo look like they're ready to go. Hugh, you're up again. You're pinning him down. He is well restrained, so if you want to keep that going, you can. But at this point, you're holding on. They're waiting for you to release if you want to activate the lightning rune to do the clear.
Okay, I will release, and then I will ready an action that after they zap him, if it I'll just re-restrain, basically, once the lightning kicks off.
Cool. Great. Perfect. Well, you let go and you look at Seisu and Mialsa, and they look at this rune, they put their hands on it, and they activate it. And you see lightning travel through the coil and go and circle around Ivan as you had spread that around. Everybody get a D8 out.
Ooh.
Okay.
Oh.
Even me, I'm not in there.
You're part of us. You're everybody.
You are we, and we are you, and we are all together.
Everybody give me a roll of their D8.
Okay.
Brooke, what was yours?
7.
7. Scott?
4.
And Becca?
5.
5. And Will?
2.
And Natalie?
7.
Okay, roll them again. Okay, Brooke, what'd you get?
5.
Scott?
5.
And Becca?
3.
And Will?
6.
6. And Natalie?
5.
5. Roll it again.
Oh, jeez. Did they tell us what was going
Brooke.
to happen?
I don't
4.
think they knew.
Scott?
2.
Becca?
7.
And Will?
7.
And Natalie?
6.
Roll them again?
Good thing you guys cleared.
One more
before
round?
we rolled.
Yeah.
Because he
From
is
the
so
top.
well restrained, because that went so perfectly, you guys just did 75 points of lightning damage to him as it's coiling around and around and around, and it keeps going and keeps going, and it's going to crit damage 150 points of lightning damage, electrocutes him, and he just explodes. He had 142 hit points, and he is dead. Ivan is completely gone. He collapses. The rune in the center that just explodes out and shatters around the entire room, and Ivan is gone after that.
Picturing just a
He just
small.
looks at it with wide eyes.
It's a smoldering pile, but just a back still glued to the ground. Like,
Yeah, oh
Yeah, the back is still glued to the ground, but everything else is gone. And Seisu and Mialsa are just like wide-eyed. It's like you see like some like explosion, like black soot is kind of like making they don't have hair. They're basically snake people, but you can see that
their
they're
scales
just
are
like.
standing up, like they
She
molt.
also takes her glasses out and like rubs and like looks, and they put their thumbs up.
Geniuses! I told you, my friends, you could do it all along, but we did help a bit.
That was awesome.
Yes.
Whoa.
And Ivan is gone. The dog is going to. So with the plan, you're gonna let the blink dog run. He's running away.
I don't want. I'm still close to it, right?
You can. It is going to run. On its turn, it will run 80 feet away. So if we to go through the initiative order, it would be Hugh
it would
and
get
then
in one.
Namby. Yeah, you're right. It would. Yeah, so you'll be able to. So Hugh, it's your turn. If you want to, do you want to do anything for your turn?
So how far? So the dog's 90 feet from me, right? Because
Yeah.
it did 80 feet and then.
Yeah.
Did the rune get activated before we smashed him to smithereens?
No.
No. I
That's
think we
kind
need to
of a
let the dog
problem.
go.
That's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. I feel like we maybe want the dog to go draw a Toad toward us.
Yeah. So he was just gonna run out of the cave after seeing like the rune is just decimated and call out to Khatt and be like, let the dog go. We can't use the rune anymore. We gotta get Toad here.
Okay.
And that's all I'm going to do.
Oh, good. I'm so glad he agreed. You never know with Khatt.
You never know.
Namby, it would be your turn
Sorry.
next, and then it would be the dog's turn. But
Can I approach? Is the gem rune intact, or did that also get
it
blown to
exploded.
smithereens?
It is.
Okay.
It exploded.
Smithereens.
I assume mending is not going to do.
Is it a single tear or break in the object? Yeah,
unfortunately.
It's not,
right.
unfortunately.
Yeah, I don't think I can do anything. I think I just go to like the opening of the cave and just get ready.
Get ready.
I mean, I guess Amtira, where are you? Are you close by?
I guess I'm inside the cave because I put the glue on the things back. So I
And
am
Hugh, you're
there.
like, people are still inside the cave.
Yeah,
So I think I would just say, like, I guess I could do a sending spell to Toad if we need to lure him here. I saw him in my clairvoyance spell. I could do it. I don't know if we need to.
Yeah.
And that's my turn.
Yeah, we need it.
Oh, your ass. Yep. So the dog's gonna run. Do you want an opportunity attack on the dog, Khatt?
No.
Okay.
You told me not to.
Dog sprints away. And we are out of initiative for the moment. Dog is going to be running to get Toad. You don't know how much time you have.
Well, I didn't
Leave
know
his
he was
tiny
in
hut.
that. Yeah, I'm gonna set up in front of the cave and I gather everybody around me because I can fit 9 people inside. They have to be in it when I cast it to be able to go in and out of it, like on their turns. But then start casting Leonid's tiny hut. Rip a what are the components again? I can't remember what they are.
What are you
a
ripping?
crystal bead. That's right. So I rip like a bead off of my shirt and just crush it in my hand and throw it down. Fire goes up around us, and then it's like black smoldering charcoal kind of vibe of the dome around us now.
That rules.
Cool. You are
I don't
able
think
to
Ivan's gonna get out.
cast that in the minute it takes, and you don't see Toad coming. So you all huddle around the entrance of the cave, and Amtiro, you cast this tiny hut, Leoman's tiny hut spell, and this fire springs up around you in this circular form and creates this soot-like dome around you. You guys can see through it and see out of it, and you hear this and feel these thudding that's coming from the forest. It's getting louder and louder, and it is sounding like something large is running, and you hear this thud, thud, thud just as you finish casting the spell. Go ahead.
Can I cast locate object now so I know where he's coming from?
Sure. Yeah. So you could have. We'll say you did that in the beginning.
Okay.
But you see, you can you cast locate object on that jar of teeth, and you can sense it coming kind of straight at the cave.
Okay.
From the other side of the island, and we'll say because of that, you get like 3 turns ahead of it arriving, that he's on his way. So you're able to sense it coming before even the thudding starts.
Perfect. So I did have to drop enhance ability on you, Hugh, to get the locate object, so you no longer have that.
Okay.
Anything you want to do with those 3 turns that you're doing as Amtiro, you're finishing up the hut?
Do we need to slow them down with the plants, or is that now that Ivan's blown up?
It might be
I don't think it.
good because Hugh can't be slowed down, and we know that Hugh can get to it and knock Toad off of the T-Rex.
Mm-hmm.
It really only negatively affects you and Khatt potentially, because Imtiro and I will probably be doing ranged attacks. Or
So
whatever.
Lizzie, I would think, does
I
fire.
have enough ranged attacks.
Okay, so maybe just Khatt.
Be impacted by it, but
I think it's still a good idea, at least at first.
It's got quite a bit of movement, anyways. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna cast plant growth. I'm gonna leave maybe like a 10-foot border around the cave just so we can step out. And 100 foot radius. Oh my gosh.
100 feet radius.
Plant growth.
Oh
Yes.
my gosh.
It's wild. It's huge.
This jungle, which is a jungle already, becomes even more thick and overgrown.
Yes, it's like a deciduous forest feel in this area, but it very quickly becomes rainforest jungle overgrown as you cast this spell. It is the grass grows up. There are trees that even short trees that grow up a little bit, and just everything there's tons of vines snaking through, and all of a sudden it's like thick and moist. The humidity is there as well. In this 100-foot radius area, the entire forest.
The good news is that as long as we're in the hut, guys, it specifically says that it's like the atmosphere inside the space is comfortable and dry, regardless of the weather outside.
So once you're in the hut,
you don't know that yet. But when you step outside, you're gonna. It's like
you're gonna be real humid.
It's like when you leave like the movie theater on a summer day, and all of a sudden it's just this sucks.
Yes. So that's all difficult terrain now.
He's going to activate the journal while we're waiting, and I just rolled.
Who do we get?
And so I'm going to ask you guys' help with doing it because I got Dex from Disorderly Conduct 2, and I have only gotten to listen to half of the third episode, or the one that just came out. So I'm going to choose...
adult or baby.
I want you to roll for which decks we get.
We need
okay. I was gonna say that sounds good.
We need a D2. Do you have a D2?
If only we have
Not
a D2.
with me. It's downstairs. Oh, Kyle, you roll it. You have a D2, don't you?
You better
I
have
do.
it handy.
I have my
You have a
D2.
Yeah. Is it baby or old man Dex?
Is
Heads-
butt baby?
Yeah, I
Baby
feel like
butt.
right because a
Baby
diaper
butt.
Baby butt.
Head is adult. Baby butt is
Her.
butt. Okay. It's heads. It's the adult decks. We don't get baby
okay.
decks. Maybe next time.
So yeah, a limping half orc
Looks kind of like Jason Statham.
forms next to me, and its inky goodness, and prepares to go in with me into the.
You see it
Into the
just
thick.
shake
He
his
just
head
goes,
and
"Oi, oi."
like, gives us
What's all this? Where are we?
fantastic. The you feel the thumping on the ground, and then it slows. As you can tell, it's like having to go a little bit slower through this terrain, and then you see the T-Rex kind of knock over a tree and walk through, and the first thing you see this T-Rex, you see like sagging skin on it. You see it's got like this foamy stuff coming out of its mouth. Its eyes look crazed. Part of its skin is even sloughing off. It looks bad. It looks like a rotting mess. And it just like roars, this big T-Rex roar and steps through. And you see on its back is Toad. And Toad has control of it with some reins, and you see the reins go up and are stabbed in the sides of the T-Rex neck. And you see Toad on the front, and he looks out, and they're about 40 feet from you at this point. And you see Toad on the back, and he looks in your direction at the cave and just yells, "Greyborn!"
Should I just go out there?
You
See
should.
my
I
buddy?
think Khatt honestly should go out there at the side of Toad.
Yeah.
Really.
Khatt and or Lizzie.
Yeah.
All right.
Khatt's his best friend, though.
I'm so excited just
Yeah.
hearing my friend that I'm gonna go out there for better or worse.
Yeah.
I'm gonna follow. I don't want Khatt to have to go behind, but I don't want him go by himself.
Yeah, you see, he yells, "Claiborne, you wanted a hunt? Let's fight!" And then, and you step out and you see him pause and look at you, with a side eye. You see the dog, the blink dog, is nearby the T-Rex and kind of stands next to it as well. And he looks down, confused at you. Khatt.
Let me think.
Did I say I had the reduce wand?
We said
think
that
to me.
Lizzie
Lizzie
had the
has
wand.
Lizzie. Okay.
Yeah. I can hand it to you.
Did
if
I
you'd
end
like
up
it.
using the
No,
grosser
no. You
tilapia,
got it.
or did that?
I
we
think you
erased
did
that?
use the
yes.
gross tilapia.
I did use it.
Well,
Yeah.
would you have put it back in your bag after the dog?
Because it was
Back
not
in my
effective.
Yeah, it would
put
be.
it
Yes,
back.
It was an offer.
All
It
right,
was
all
an
right.
offer.
So Toad looks at me and I say, "Hey, buddy, long time no see." And I pull out the grosser tilapia, and I'm just like, "I caught this for you, and I was hoping we could share it together."
Roll a persuasion.
Maybe it'll just work.
Maybe it just works. 15.
What is this? What are you? What is this abomination? Claiborne, what tricks do you play? This is not caught.
I'm gonna say, "It is me, buddy. I was in a coma for a while, but I met some new friends and they woke me out of it. Lizzie's here too."
Hi. Just poke my head out of the charcoal.
You see for an instant, like it's like he's like thrashing against himself for a second, and then he says, "No. I saw you die. Caught, you died. Claiborne murdered you.
Nope.
You are dead.
I was
This
just
is a
taking a
trick."
nap. I was just taking a nap. I'm back now. You could ask Lizzie.
Poke my head out again. I'll step out.
Are we in
roll
like
another
official?
persuasion. What? What'd you say?
Are we in like official initiative?
Not yet. Not right now.
Can I, like, as this is happening and as I realize that like Toad is not understanding what's happening, can I sending to Claiborne?
You can. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll let like resolve that first, but I wanna
Oh,
Yep,
you're
so-
sending to him just to alert or
just to alert him to come, because I feel like maybe seeing him not over here will like maybe make things match up. I don't know.
Okay. What words do you send to Claiborne? We'll go ahead and do this now.
Okay. Claiborne, do the thing. Come to the cave. I have a bunch more words in this spell, but it doesn't matter. Just come here now.
Very well put, Namby.
He says, you just hear back. Okay.
Okay. Thumbs up emoji.
Okay.
Response to that.
24 emojis. Yes.
So roll another persuasion with advantage with Lizzie there.
Oh, with advantage?
Yep, with advantage.
Okay, I already rolled the first one and it was 10, so let me roll the second one. That's 21.
Heck yeah.
That's an at 20.
You see,
We're gonna turn him good, and then Claiborne comes.
you see it. You see for a second he looks at you, and you almost sense some recognition there, and maybe even some green color that comes back around his eyes. But then it flares red, and he says, "No, this is wrong. This goes against every natural order of things. This is Claiborne's trick. You are dead. And I shall cast you back from where you came." And he charges at you with the T-Rex. And everybody roll initiative.
Hopefully not a 1.
8.
Oh my. Not much better.
But it's better though.
I think this is my curse for not using physical dice.
The one time I used the virtual dice, I was nope. This is not no. So bad.
Sometimes physical dice are also bad.
They can be mean.
Okay, Khatt, what'd you get?
8.
8. Lizzie,
6.
6. Namby.
I got a nat 1 for a 6.
Oh, jeepers. You're just gonna go after Lizzie with the nat
Cool.
one.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
Hugh.
I got a dirty 20.
Okay. And
Those dice.
Mtiro.
Yeah, thank God Hugh did well because I got a 22, but I can't leave the fucking hut. So that's the worst person.
I guess you could give, I don't know, some bardics.
Yeah, I mean, that's...
I have one.
Because you haven't not used yours, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I still have mine.
Mtiro, you are up.
Great. Woof. I'm gonna yell out to Khatt.
Stay strong, my big, bold friend, and you will win Toad's heart back to your side.
And give you a bardic inspiration. So you've got a D8 you can use.
I don't know, man. I'm not gonna attack him though. With
That's
a device
fine. You
like
can
that.
use it for ability checks and
Persuade?
saving throws. Like it works for other things too. And then as my action, I'm gonna to help out Khatt. As my action, I'm gonna use Performance of Creation to make just a gigantic, delicious slab of steak meat next to him to try to attract the T-Rex because I know he's gonna want to try to do something.
Okay,
like that.
give me a roll with your spellcasting modifier.
What is this? Okay.
Well, it's an illusion, right? It's just
No,
sits
it's
there.
Performance of Creation. It's real.
Oh,
it's an item.
okay,
I'm using
sorry.
my performance to do it. Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
So I assume there's no piece of meat that's going to cost more than 100 gold, like that exists. So just the most
You
delicious.
see this man walking out
stones.
with a suitcase, and he opens it up, and it's like it's got all the dry ice, and it's gold flaked like T-bone
Ooh.
steak,
Yeah,
and
yes.
like
The
he
Mexican
sears it
restaurant
up.
fajitas that are sizzling and everybody looks.
I just write it because of how I do my Performance of Creation. I pull out a piece of paper with my quill and I write down. It's like, as Khatt searches his bag for the tilapia, he finds a delicious steak that he forgot was in there, and I burn the paper, so it's in your bag now.
Awesome.
So, okay, great.
Yeah, that's it for me.
Okay, cool. Hugh, you're up.
Okay. I am going to run forward with my slippery slipness and get up. Can I get all the way there?
You can't.
I was out of the cave. I was out of the hut.
Yeah. What's your movement speed?
30.
Yes, you can get there because I placed out of the hut as like, yeah, the hut kind of goes out of the cave a little bit, and so.
You can get
yes. Yeah, you can get there.
there. Okay. Then I am going to do some attacks on Toad. To try to knock him off of the T-Rex is the goal.
Okay, cool.
Oh, 2 15s. So that becomes 23 for both attacks.
That will hit him.
Okay. And I'm going to use my Crusher feat to shove him 5 feet. So I'm going to do it with each attack. So he's now off the T-Rex and like 5 feet away from the
Oh
T-Rex.
my gosh, amazing! You just slapped
Actually, now
him
he's
right
10 feet
off.
away from, so I'm just slapping him away.
And I can't even say he's too high up because you're 8 feet tall and you have 10 feet reach, and it's just you smack him off.
You can't do it to him twice.
You would
the
only be
Crusher
able
feat,
to.
yes. So 5
yeah.
feet off,
So
and then
once.
I'm just going to
Okay.
hit him the other one.
Okay.
I thought Toad had poison skin though.
So
But
you
that's
are
only
trying
if
to
you
knock
touch
him
if she's
to
using
the side.
her axe.
It's my
to hit him.
hammer.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So that is 14. So that's 20 bludgeoning damage for those 2 attacks.
Okay.
And then I'm going to use Dex is going to take a swing with his cane at Toad as well. Inky Dex.
Cool.
I just want to point out, part of the Crusher feat I don't think we've been doing is that when you get a critical hit that deals bludgeoning damage, attack rolls against that creature are made with advantage until the start of your next turn, and you've got multiple crits in this campaign.
Oh my gosh.
So we
Oh,
would have
I
been
forgot
attacking
about
with
that.
advantage, all of us.
Even
like,
more.
after that.
Everything should be just
Yeah.
absolutely decimated.
Oh, everyone else gets
It says
advantage?
attack rolls until the start of your next turn are made with advantage against them. It doesn't say your attack
Whoa.
rolls. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Dang.
All right. Note to self.
Yeah. For the
Do a
future,
better
let's
job.
keep that in mind.
Okay, so to hit, that would be a dirty 20 from Inky Dex.
Okay. He is going to use a reaction. He's going to use his parry reaction, and he is able to swipe away the attack from Dex, and it does not hit.
Okay.
And he does that with his rapier that he has. Ding! Like
Can't you like
away.
redirect an attack after he does that? I can't remember. That's how I made the Shield Guardian knock out the T-Rex or something in Zoonopia. But maybe he's different now.
Toad is maybe a little bit different now. He is going to react to that by swiping at you. He's up next in the initiative. He's going to swipe at you with his rapier. First one's an 11 to hit.
Miss.
Oh my gosh, he missed twice. 14 to hit.
Miss.
Oh my gosh. Terrible rolls.
Because I'm so oily.
Yes, he is going to miss twice on you. And the T-Rex above you is going to look down upon you, and it is going to attack. It is poisoned, and so it has disadvantage to its rolls. But it also has a +3 for being within Toad's aura. And so its to hit is going to be a 19 to hit.
That hits.
This T-Rex bites down upon you for 23 points of piercing damage, and you are grappled.
Can't I not be grappled because I'm so oily?
You just
so
break
true.
it for free.
Yeah.
Like you are grappled, but
Yeah,
you just use
okay.
5 feet of movement. You're not.
Okay, I'm like,
So you have to wait
You're
till
grappled
your
and
turn
restrained for the
break it.
moment.
This oil is like
Yeah.
OP. Like
I
this
know.
is crazy.
I don't know how long the freedom of movement spell normally lasts, but 8 hours of it is pretty nuts.
Yeah.
As you are grappled, it is going to move with you and move half of its speed, which is also halved because of the lots of plants. It's trying to get to everybody else, and it moves 5. Let's see.
It's
I gotta
quartered.
figure this
It is
out.
quartered.
It's
not
quartered.
halved.
Quartered speed, yeah.
Oh, quartered. Oh my gosh. So it's halved for the grapple
And then
and quartered.
he's got an eighth of it.
Why is he even trying to move? Why is he even trying to move? He moves 5 feet. He moves 6.25 feet. And tries to get through and moves 5 feet. So that's all that happens there.
5 feet
Can't reach
where?
another
Towards
target to use a
everyone
tail
else,
attack.
Or
What?
is it going towards everyone else, or is it trying to go
Trying
into
to.
the jungle? Okay.
Trying to get towards everyone else. And that is its turn. And next is going to be Khatt. You're up.
Okay. Let me think. Khatt's great at that. Did Toad get knocked off the T-Rex?
Yes,
Yeah.
he is off the T-Rex.
It's off the T-Rex. I have that stake. And I'm gonna go approach the T-Rex and I'm gonna be like, buddy, you don't look so good. I'm gonna pull that stake out. I'm gonna use the Ring of Animal Influence to once again try and... What are the options with that?
You can do animal friendship, you can do fear, or
Fear.
you can do speak with animals.
And this is to who? To
T-Rex.
The
the
T-Rex.
T-Rex.
Imagine
Okay.
the T-Rex is a little dumber than the...
Yeah, I'm gonna animal friendship, and I'm also gonna offer it the stake because it looks really bad.
Okay. So go ahead and cast animal. Let's see. What is the?
It has to
how
make a
does it-
wisdom saving throw, I think.
Okay.
I think it's DC
You convince it that
13
it
based
means
on
you no
the-
harm, and wisdom saving throw will be charmed by you.
Animal
Dragon
handling.
fellow.
So wisdom saving throw.
Yeah, you don't have to do anything, basically.
Oh.
Well, you're casting it, and it has to react. I think it should make the save with disadvantage because of this delicious steak.
The
you're
steak.
holding
It did.
personally.
It's
It
delicious.
did. No, it made it with disadvantage because it's poisoned.
Oh, that's all.
Double disadvantage.
And
the steak.
it rolled a 17 though, with disadvantage on its wisdom save.
Oh,
So I
wow.
think it saves. So he succeeds on that. And,
Cutting words? Nothing? No? I don't know. I feel it's just like, I wish we had something to like cut that.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I can't like silvery barbs anything. I can't do a spell through this thing anyway.
Right,
now,
I
so
know, I
can't do
know.
anything else.
Ugh.
Well, I still have the stake, and
do.
someone just needs to make the T-Rex tiny. It'll probably be easier to befriend.
It's true.
And that was your action. Anything for a bonus action?
Nope.
I
Steak goes
think
back
you-
in the backpack.
You have seen.
I'd just like to point
Hugh.
out that your friend Huguenard was bitten by the T-Rex and thus hurt, and that might be a fine time for somebody who only
I'm
rages
in
when
his
their
mouth
friends get
still.
hurt to use their bonus action
Oh,
to
I didn't
rage.
notice that you got. I didn't notice that you got hurt.
Very
But
hurt.
I didn't want to
consider Hugh a
rage.
friend?
You can't rage and then try to befriend an animal. That
That's
doesn't
true.
work.
Yeah, that's fair. I guess, and also, unless it attacks you, you'd lose your rage.
So anyway, but now I'm pissed. No, I am pissed that it didn't want the steak, and
Okay.
I'm pissed that my friend got hurt. So I'll rage now. I guess.
Okay. Any special way that Khatt rages when he rages?
he goes. Damn it.
I'm picturing Khatt stomping his feet and steam coming out of his ears personally.
He stomps his feet. He gently says, "Damn it," and I guess his fur stands up.
Okay, good.
love that.
Lizzie, you're up.
Khatt's fat turns to muscle. His
Maximum muscle. So this T-Rex, is it a full-size T-Rex?
Yes,
Like
it's
so
huge.
it's huge. Okay, so we could only make it to become large.
Well, Hugh can
So-
grapple large things, and it would still give it disadvantage on its
Yes.
strength checks.
On strength checks, yes, and slightly less damage. So I'm gonna, I am gonna try the enlarge reduce spell. So it needs a Constitution saving throw. My DC is 15.
It rolls a 7. Fail.
Now it has reduced to large. It is large.
Great.
And I'm still in his mouth, so I'm like,
It's getting crowded.
Yeah, this T-Rex shrinks down. Shrinks down in size. Anything else for your turn?
I don't think I can do any bonus actions.
Aren't you a druid?
Sorry?
Aren't you a druid? Don't you have bonus actions? The wild shape?
My good wild shapes is a full action.
Oh.
Oh no, it is bonus action. Okay, no. All right, so yes, I will summon Gordo. Yay!
Gordo!
So Gordo, the fire spirit pops out like a serpentine fire spirit and appears right beside the dinosaur, the T-Rex.
Okay,
Okay. Actually, no, it appears beside Toad, because I don't want to hurt Hugh. So, Toad must make a Dex saving throw of 15.
Well, he's pretty shit at dex, I'm sure. So.
Yeah.
not this Toad.
He rolled a natural 1.
Oh, wow.
You're rolling so bad.
Hooray. It takes 3 fire damage. Hooray.
Hey, every point counts.
What's Gordo look like? He's a lizard too? Or is he a...
It sort of looks like it's just pure fire, but it looks sort of like a flying eel. Yeah.
Great.
Without really any features, but like the sort of swimming behavior of an eel in the air.
Okay. He pops into existence and singes Toad, who is... you see that's like his like slick like red skin like just does not like to be dehydrated and flamed, and just like you can see it singe at it. Doesn't necessarily do more damage than you'd expect, but does that 3 points of damage for him. Anything
Scott,
else
you
for your
gotta bring
turn?
him into the hut because it's dry in there.
That's true. He'll hate it. I'll make it so dry.
No, that's it. Yeah, that's my action.
Okay, Namby, you're up.
So all we need to do is capture Toad and keep him away from water for 24 hours, and he'll really have some problems. He has to be in water for at least an hour every day.
How far is Toad from me if I'm inside the entrance of the tiny hut?
He's 30 feet away from you right now.
All right. I move toward Toad, and as I do, I yell to Lizzie, "If this doesn't work, it's up to you." And I go up to Toad because it's a touch spell.
Oh no.
And I use remove curse.
I don't know if you can get to him because he's in the difficult terrain.
Oh, well, okay.
You have to-
Okay. Darn. Okay, I can rabbit hop to jump 15 feet. So I think that would avoid, if I'm jumping, I assume that would avoid difficult terrain on the ground.
But you'd have to get, like, he's 30 feet away from you, so you have to get that 15 feet and then jump 15 feet?
That's a bonus action to jump 15 feet, and then I have 30 feet of movement. And if it's quartered, then I could get 15 and then half of 15, which wouldn't get me to him.
No. Almost.
Almost. Like, yeah, I don't think you can get to him because it's like...
But I can't bonus action dash or anything because then I wouldn't have the spell. Yeah. So I'll do the bonus action hop to get closer. So I'll get like, whatever that is, like 25 feet basically to him.
So you'll be, well, if he's 30 feet away, you can get...
She can get 22 and a half feet traveled through the terrain using the jump and her movement speed.
You just need your 39.5 foot pole.
We'll round up on that, so that'd be 25. I'll give you 25 feet.
Okay.
So close, but...
Yeah, so close.
I'm sorry. How far away are you then? I can't. I lost. So
I was 30 feet away to start. If we're rounding up, then I have 25 feet of movement, which leaves me 5 feet away from him.
5 feet short of him. Yes, that's what I thought.
Could you ready an action to like cast it if he gets within 5 feet? Because then I have a way to get Toad within 5 feet of you.
Okay, because I don't have an action I want to do in place of that, so I can do that. I'll hold my action to cast Remove Curse if he comes within touch distance of me.
And it does, so that 25 feet does get you in range of the T-Rex who was able to get 5 feet closer to you with him. So you are actually in range of the T-Rex now by doing your hop.
I think I'm gonna try. Toad is my main concern. I'm gonna hold an action to Remove Curse if I can, if he gets within touch distance of me before my next turn.
Okay.
If you can't do it, I have a way to get you there as well, so.
Okay.
We're gonna get you there, damn it.
So
but this is my last third level spell, so...
You're holding an action right now? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, back up at the top, Mtiro, you're inside your hut.
Okay. Namby, do you have gloves or anything?
No.
All right, I take off one of my gloves and yell out to Namby and ball it up and throw it to her so that she can touch Toad without getting poisoned by him when she casts the spell.
You're trying to throw a little glove.
I'll put a rock in it. I don't know.
It's
not a little glove. It's a normal-sized leather glove, a heavy, thick glove.
Okay, yeah, you're right.
Like
a normal-sized glove.
Yeah.
It's got heft.
It's not a little. It's not a. It's a normal-sized glove with a rock.
Yeah, just put a rock in there. It's fine.
I don't know. Something to give it some fucking weight if I have to. I'm using
Technically,
my action
in 5e rules,
this.
you can throw stuff within like 5 feet. I think of what you're trying to do, right? Without an athletics.
I think it's because you can aim for a space, and a space has a hit DC of 5. It's just whatever you want to set it as. The difficulty.
Okay.
I think if you want to make me roll to hit, I'm fine with that. But I'm object interactioning, putting a rock in this glove, and using my whole action to fucking throw it. So that's what's happening.
Okay, good. So that will be I guess it's a ranged attack, so it'd have to be a dexterity check, even though it feels like athletics throwing like a baseball. But, but yeah, give me a dexterity check.
Okay, let's do this. How does a 17 sound?
17 sounds great. And you chuck your glove and it flies in the air and lands next to Namby.
All right. And I say, take my glove and my spirit and save this toad. And I give you a bardic inspiration.
Yay.
Cool.
Okay.
Hugh, you're up. You are currently grappled by the large T-Rex.
Okay. So Inky Dex is still on the other side of Toad, where he was manifested. So I'm going to use my bonus action and I'm going to switch places with Inky Dex. So Inky Dex is now in the T-Rex's mouth. I am now on the other side of Toad, and I'm going to then attack twice to knock him 5 feet into Namby's range to trigger the spell.
Okay.
So hopefully I don't miss on both of those.
You have yet to miss, I think, so.
No, I missed once because of his stinking parry. So one is a crit, and I will remember to do my Crusher Feet thing.
Nice.
So we now all have advantage against him.
Amazing.
On attack rolls. Yes.
Which means I'll roll my second attack again with advantage.
And this
so
is
that
advantage
becomes,
from everybody, right? Until the end of her.
The feat says when you score a critical hit that deals bludgeoning damage to a creature, attack rolls against that creature are made with advantage until the start of your next turn.
Incredible. Okay.
That's really good.
Yeah.
So
good.
and then the second attack becomes a 27 with that advantage that I just
So
gave
both
myself.
of those are gonna hit.
So yeah, I am gonna move him 5 feet into there, but into Namby's range. So 27 bludgeoning damage, and then he's scooted in to trigger your held spell.
Okay. What is your held spell that you have?
It was remove curse, so it is instantaneous. There is no save. Curse is affecting one creature or an object, and any attunement ends. Any cursed magic item, its curse remains, but the spell breaks its owner's attunement. So that is a spell.
You cast a spell, and suddenly you are in a forest, a different forest. And you look in front of you, fairly close to you, is a young Toad. He's standing there with a spear in his hand, and there is a human kneeling down, facing away in front of him. The human is gagged, as blindfold around his eyes, and he is bound behind his back. And you see Toad standing there with a spear. And you hear him say, "This man has broken our laws. He has attempted to escape the slave pit. By our laws, he should be executed by my hand. And yet, I hesitate." You can see him kind of struggling with this decision.
Am I the only one here?
You're the only one there.
Oh no. Okay. I rush up to him to try and distract him. You don't need to do this.
And he doesn't seem to acknowledge you. But he looks down at this slave, and he takes the spear and he cuts the binding on his legs and cuts the binding on his hands. And the slave gets up and runs, and you hear him say, "Yes. Yes. This is what I did." And then you're back. And you see Toad in front of you. His color changes from red to green, and he starts to change back.
His color, I just would like
Is
to
gray.
point out, it should be gray. Yes.
Yeah. So I said
He's
green the
gray
first
because
one.
he specifically shed the caste system of the Grung society. He didn't want to be part of it.
Come on, Kyle.
So he turns from red to gray.
Okay.
And you see a trail of slime trail from him and go backwards, and you see it go into the dog. The dog starts to change color. The eyes turn black. Its body becomes this translucent slime. It snarls and looks with fire in its eyes at you, Namby. And that is your turn.
That was Becca's turn.
That's my save.
That was
that's
actually
my
my
save
That was
turn.
your turn.
Action.
Becca, so that's in the middle of...
That is
Yes,
mid
we're still
Becca's
going.
turn. That all just went down.
But
I
you see Toad back to his green color, breathing heavy. And it doesn't seem to be all totally there right now.
Okay. I think
Hugh, you think you still have an extra part of your turn, I think. I don't think your turn's over yet.
not too much left. So the inky echoes can't be grappled, so I'm just gonna have them come, like Dex come back over towards me, use its movement to come back over, kind of square up with the dog. But that's it. Yeah, I used my bonus action and everything.
Okay. Toad is laying there, does not do anything for his turn, and he is seemingly out of it, breathing heavy. His eyes are kind of adjusting. It looks like he's trying to come to. The T-Rex is going to look down between the two of you and is going to attack at you, Hugh. And the T-Rex is going to bite down and no longer has that extra bonus from Toad. Rolls a 27 to hit.
Yep, hits.
And you are going to take 45 points of piercing damage from that.
Yeah, Hugh's down.
It is going to swipe its tail at Namby, and its tail attack is going to be with disadvantage of 17 to hit.
No.
Swipes its tail over the head of Namby, and that is the T-Rex's turn. You see from the forest, you hear a voice. He's down! And you see a bow and arrow kind of like go from around a tree, and Claiborne is going to fire.
Fucking guy, didn't even want him around.
Darn it.
He is going to miss on his first shot with his
Who is he aiming at?
longbow. He's aiming at Toad. And he's going to hit with the second.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
That's not why I brought you here.
Rolls not good with his damage. He rolls 7 points of damage, but he is going to also use a bonus action spell with this, which is going to be an ensnaring strike. And he uses that. It does 7 points of piercing damage, hits Toad right in the side, and the thorns are going to kind of wrap around Toad and restrain him. And that is Claiborne's turn. Khatt, you were up.
Yeah, we're going after Claiborne. How far away is he?
He is not terribly far from you, but it is difficult terrain. 5, 10, 15, 20 feet from you.
Okay, I'm gonna feline agility, which doubles my speed to 80 feet.
A quarter of
But then
that
I know
is 20
there's-
feet. So,
There you go.
Have you not to be that person, but have you not moved for a turn since he used it?
I used
Yeah,
it
'cause
in the
he did
last
this-
fight.
Yeah, he hasn't
Okay.
used it yet.
Yeah.
Cool.
But it's okay, be that person. And then I'm raging, so I'm glaving him twice.
Okay,
Okay.
go ahead.
Okay.
That's a 28 to hit on the first
Yep,
one.
that will hit.
Damn, Khatt.
I would hope so.
So that's 12 slashing damage. I think slashing? I don't know, whatever type.
I think
then-
glaive does slashing.
I think that sounds right.
Makes
The
sense.
second one is a 21 to hit
That will hit.
and 11 damage.
Okay, cool. Were those reckless attacks?
What does that mean?
It means you can roll with advantage on your attacks, but then they get
Oh,
advantage to attack you.
I
as
did not
well.
do that, no.
Okay.
And also, Will, because of your barbarian type, you can choose to frenzy in your rage, which means you can make another attack as a bonus action on each
I
of
thought
your...
that's what I
Did you do 3
'cause I
attacks
glaved
right
him
there?
Twice.
Oh,
No.
you did 2 attacks.
Yeah, you
Oh,
have
then I'm
multi.
doing a third.
Yeah, you
Then
have
I'm doing a
multi-attack.
third.
Do a third one.
Great.
Yeah,
the only cost
absolutely.
is you'll suffer 1 level of exhaustion after this battle, and I'm
Oh.
sure you're going to keep using this character after this battle. So that's going to happen.
That's 20 to hit
Yes, is going to hit.
and 14 damage.
14 damage.
Nice.
You see as Khatt, this 500-pound Tabaxi, sees his friend getting shot with arrows and just
Best
you just barrel through this overgrown mess. And your feline agility, it's like supposed to be darting and stuff. For you, you're just a bowling ball, just like rushing. It's just a mass, like a train you can't stop. And you just go through it, and you swipe your glaive into Claiborne 3 times. And he is already looking bad. He is, his appearance, he is basically emaciated, has the missing tooth. He's been living out in the woods barely, and you have cut him up already very good. It is the dog's turn. And the dog is going to blink, teleport to Namby, and is going to use an ability. Namby, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, no.
All right, I have Bardic. If I need it. That's a 15. I'm real good at wisdom.
That's 15 with Bardic, or did you?
No, without Bardic, I have not used that.
Did you want to use? I'm sorry. Did you?
No, because I mean I have to use it before I know, so I'm just gonna go with 15's pretty good. So I probably wouldn't have used it.
Oh, okay, gotcha. So Namby, you feel this overwhelming force penetrate your mind and begin to read your memories. And you're taken to a place in your mind, and everything is quiet. The sun rises and you feel comfort from it. A crow brings you a ribbon and you smile. And then the world is filled with noise. You see versions of yourself running up to you, showing you newspapers of memories. Remember this? Remember this? Oh, here, look at this one. Most of the immediate memories are repeated conversations from earlier today, from yesterday, the day before. Did you mean to say this? Look what you said here. You thought this was good, but was it? Ooh, let's go back to this one. A large newspaper opens in front of you, and you see your family walking together to a park. Your Harengon family is all dressed in black and moves as a single unit, giving an almost ghostly appearance as they arrive to the park. Suddenly, out from the middle of the group, a young Harengon girl pops out wearing a bright pink dress with a peach bow. You see yourself run up to some other kids in the park and start playing, and then a minute later, you're crying. You run back to your mother, who has this like curly black hair that's just like wildly fanned out. She comforts you, saying, "No, you're not adopted. You're just different, and different's good." Another newspaper is thrust in front of you. This one at your 13th birthday party, which is such a big deal with your family. Your older sister has been talking nonstop about her 13th birthday party and how spooky and creepy it was. You're dreading walking into your house after school. You turn the doorknob and the color pink starts to spread from it. Soon, your completely black house is completely changed to pink. You walk inside and see your family, and they're all dressed in peach and pink colors. Your father is wearing a pink suit and his eyebrows are dyed pink. Bubbles have been added to the pool out back, and you see the biggest smile on your young face. Another newspaper is thrust in front of you. This one from work. You see yourself working at a desk, doing mundane paperwork. Your boss stops by your desk and tells you that you've been doing an excellent job. Other coworkers give you a look of disdain. You hear a blonde-haired, half-orc girl whisper to her friend, "Why does she even work here? She's just making things harder for the rest of us. Isn't she like a fully trained cleric? Like an actual cleric?" You quietly pull out a note from an old professor, praising you for your research work and how excited he is to see what you end up doing. Namby, you feel more invaded and more exposed than you have ever felt in your entire life before. You are going to take 42 points of psychic damage.
I'm down. I only have 38 hit points.
Lizzie, you're up. You just see this dog that transformed. It's like translucent red now, and it blinked right in front of Namby and used some sort of like almost looked like a bite, but it was like a ability that like hit her, and Namby is down.
And dog from the thing teleported over to Namby and killed her with its brain.
Too many
I have full
right?
health. I have 38 hit points. That's what I got.
So Namby's down, Hugh's down.
Yep.
Todd is down and getting shot at with arrows.
But Khatt's kicking ass over in the
I'm
corner.
kicking ass. And you're out pizza in the hut back there.
Yeah. Great. And I'm trying to hold concentration, keeping this T-Rex not so humongous. Okay.
Doesn't seem like shrinking it down did much to stop its fucking damage output.
No.
Shrink it again.
Apparently it
doesn't-
reduces its weapons by 1d4, but I don't think it has weapons.
No,
So
its teeth are kind
Its
of
teeth shrink.
natural.
I can give. Yeah,
Give
I
us
didn't
one-
account for that. 1d4.
Give us 1d4
Yeah.
subtracted from the damage
For
you made
Yeah.
to see if Hugh's alive.
if he was alive.
3.
Yeah.
Hugh
Hugh.
would have been dead. Yeah, no, it's fine. It's fine.
Okay. So,
Unconscious.
Yeah,
Not dead.
it's fine.
oh my gosh.
You know, I joked with Kyle about a total party kill and killing Hugh.
We're fine. I'm not worried.
My friends, you're so down immediately. This is when the tide will turn.
So I'm at the mouth of the cave. How far out did Namby manage to get to? 25?
25.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Should have used that bardic inspiration on the wisdom save, I guess, but we got to hear the memories. So
Guess.
that's good.
I mean, honestly, I wouldn't have. 15 is pretty good.
Well, Kyle told you that you failed.
Yeah, but she can't use it once she knows that she failed. She has to decide to do
Right.
it beforehand.
Got you.
Okay.
Hopefully the dog can't affect me because I'm too stupid to have memories.
You have the same protection that animal friendship. Like it's like in reverse. Dumb wisdom attacks to affect you.
Goodness.
Just sends me back to my fishing hole.
No, I'm picturing Khatt's worst memory is you caught a fish and then you dropped it and it got away.
Got off the hook.
I just stared at it and then I just fished again.
So the Crusher feat was that was on Toad, or was that on the?
That was on Toad.
Okay, so
Great. So Claiborne's got advantage on his attacks.
Incredible.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
he didn't use that.
I think I'm. Jeez.
So much to keep track of, you know.
Yeah, I think I'm probably just going to drop the concentration on the
The T-Rex.
enlarged space.
T-Rex?
Yeah. And I'm going to cast Moonbeam on the Blink Dog.
Can I ask I don't know a technical question. If it's a wand, does the person that casts it using the wand still have to do concentration?
Yeah.
It allows me to cast the spell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know if concentration was kind of waived if it was a wand. I just didn't know.
I didn't know. I wasn't sure either. But I would assume it would be too powerful to let
Yeah.
somebody get concentration
Concentration's
spells
like the
without
one thing that is
That's
balanced.
fair.
Moonbeam on the dog. Okay.
On the dog,
Cool.
yes. I would do. Fortunately, the ordering of turns does not help me, but I will do a Moonbeam. So it needs to make a Constitution. Constitution 15 saving throw.
It rolled a natural 20.
Is it a shape
course it did.
changer? If it's a shape changer,
that dog got other shapes,
It rolled
Kyle?
a
I mean, it seemed
Natural
like
20.
it changed shapes, kind of, to me.
I feel like it changed shapes, but
So
you
it
know.
would fail that save no matter what.
It does not
Okay.
have to roll with disadvantage.
All right. So it takes 4 radiant damage. Great, because that's half.
But the
Yeah.
concentration's up. That spell rules. Just keep it going.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's still up. Concentration is up. And then Gordo gets to go. He's going to fly towards me and then teleport myself 15 feet towards Namby to get ready for some healing, hopefully next turn.
Okay, cool.
So I'm, I guess, 10 feet away. Well,
Yes, 10 feet away. That's 40 feet usually. Oh my gosh. Is that
Yes.
what the
Yeah,
one
it's 40
Oh
feet,
my
yeah.
gosh. Wild. Okay. Anything else your turn?
no, that's it.
Namby, I am going to need a death saving throw from you.
Okay. Hey, that's an 11.
11. That's a
Good
success.
enough.
Mtiro, you're up.
Okay. If I leave this bubble, can I get with it? Am I within 30 feet of them currently? The people that are downed.
Oh, you are. Yeah, so in front of you, you see Namby is 15 feet in front of you and she is down, and you see Hugh is 30 feet in front of you.
Okay.
If you step out of the bubble.
How far is Toad?
Tawad's right next to Namby, so 20 feet.
Great. I will look to Sisu and Meowma, or whatever her fucking name is. And my friend, retreat to the cave. Enough of this cowardice. And I get
Oh, they're
rid of the,
inside. Oh yeah, they were. I guess they were in. They
yeah.
on their turns they had moved all the way back to. Or I guess
All right,
they had
great.
stayed inside because it's safe. So yeah, never mind.
Yeah,
But
I tell them to
okay.
leave.
Remain in this cave.
Yeah, I drop the concentration on the hut, and I'm gonna look at Toad, Namby, and Hugh, and I am gonna rip off a piece of my shirt, a white piece of shirt, and burn it in my hand and cast aid on all of them. So their hit point maximum and current hit points increase by 5 for the duration of 8 hours.
Wow.
Love
that
it.
will
Aid's a
help
great
them all.
spell because
Yeah.
It
it
is.
just
That
picked up
spell
2
is
people
great.
from death
Yeah.
from being down.
Well, I took it. I was like, I know
Cool.
Namby will have most healing, but just in case, I can do a little something in this moment.
Perfect. You guys are both up with 5 hit points.
And then I will
Okay.
cast out my last bardic to Lizzie.
Oh, thank you.
I feel the spirit of fire burning within you like myself. Let it roar and let us destroy this vile abomination.
Burn it. And thank you for reminding me that aid has range, because I have that too, and I thought it was touch. So,
Yeah, Lizzie's like, oh.
You can just say it.
Oh, you can just say it. Hugh, you're up with 5 hit points. You have this giant Tyrannosaurus Rex, poison Tyrannosaurus Rex in front of you. Toad's on the ground, still trying to recover. Namby is up as well.
Well, I'm prone, but I have 5 hit points.
Yeah.
Right.
My eyes are
Right,
open.
right,
I'm looking
right.
at you with like,
He was looking at you right back with the really wide eyes.
yeah. I thought we were part of a book club.
This is a little too real. Okay.
I would just
Cool.
like to remind you all that I cooked some special food for you each, and you can eat that to heal, and you have that.
Oh, yeah.
Just want to
Well,
remind you.
Is it an
think it might be
action
a
or
free
what is
action.
it?
isn't it
Is it?
when we use hit dice, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it is only when you use it.
Oh, so we
is
have to
it?
be like
Gonna
short
add to
resting.
it. Yeah.
Rip.
Rip.
Okay.
That was a great idea, though.
Yes.
I wish that it was the rules.
No, it's
Made
if you had done that when you finished a long rest, you could cook 3 treats, and if you would have given that, but you didn't.
But when they
that,
do
so-
it, like to actually use it,
That's
isn't
true.
it something
Treats are
that you
different than
use
food.
with hit dice, like not?
It's
something
a
you
bonus
just eat?
action. There's 2 things. There's one's that's
there's
cooked treats,
treats,
which is 3
which
temporary
you-
hit points.
yeah. But I didn't do treats, I did food.
You did.
The other one is the hit dice thing.
I see.
So,
Okay, so ours is hit dice. Okay.
Right. Survive this, and then we could use it.
Yeah.
We just gotta survive.
Just
fine.
trade places with your little shadow again. Get the hell out of here. I mean, you're not even impeded, Hugh, right? Like you can get at least
No,
out
I
of
know.
the
But
thing.
Namby is still there.
Well,
I
you're pretty
remember.
strong.
I have slippery
Thrower.
things. Remember, I've used them already, so you would know. I can get out of things with opportunity attacks. I'm
That's true.
little rabbit dexterous. I got it.
Oh, so you don't get opportunity attacks?
Not if I use a thing.
And
Okay.
plus, Lizzie's right there to currently actively preparing to help heal in some way.
Yes.
Yeah, this is great. So I feel so good with 5 hit points. I don't feel scared at all.
I mean, look,
okay.
it only took like 1 hit to kill you to begin with, so those other hit points were an illusion, if anything.
Yes,
It's all an
that is
illusion.
true. Why is this not scrolling? Is action surge a bonus action? Like, do you have to do that, or is it just a thing?
action surge
Bonus.
is just a thing, I think.
Really? Is it
just
not
a
a bonus
thing.
action?
I don't think so. Yeah, actually, action surge is just a thing. It's a free action, free deal.
You can take.
Okay.
It says on your turn you can take 1 additional action. It doesn't say like as a bonus action.
All right, so the blink dog is over by Namby now, so it's not
Yeah.
by Inky Dex.
It is not by Inky Dex. Well,
Okay.
it's close to Inky Dex.
Like within opportunity attack close, you mean?
If Inky Dex leaves, or if
Yeah, I want Inky Dex to move, but I don't want them to take an opportunity attack because they only have 1 HP. So is it within range where I can do an opportunity
Maybe he'll miss.
where the blink dog
you
can do?
you can leave and you won't invoke an opportunity attack.
Okay.
You
So
get
then I'm going
the
to send
Dex
Inky
scan.
Dex 30 feet. Wait, how far away from Hugh is the blink dog?
From Hugh. The blink dog is 10 feet from you.
Okay, perfect. So I'm going to send Inky Dex 30 feet away.
Can he move 30
Okay.
feet? Can Inky Dex get
Inky
through
Dex,
the
well-
quarter
Is
terrain?
he impeded by
I don't know. He's
terrain?
just an like illusion. So
I
it
wouldn't
doesn't
think so.
say. It's an immunity to all conditions.
Getting rid of the.
Is it
points
if it's not a
might be-
creature, then it shouldn't be affected.
Yeah, it's just
I think it
no, it's
wouldn't
like
be
an
affected.
object.
Yeah, we'll have it move. We'll have it move if we need to rule that differently in the future. We can, but we'll have it move.
Okay. Yeah, so I'm going to send him 30 feet away. Then I am going to take 2 attacks against the blink dog and try to knock it 5 feet away from Namby also. So that would actually also make it so that there's no opportunity attack, potentially, if I can get it out of her range.
Okay.
So the first one is going to be a 22 to hit.
22 to hit?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, that will hit.
Okay, and then I'll just do the second attack here too. Okay, that's also a 22 to hit. Man, I roll a lot of doubles. It's weird.
Your dice are not balanced. We all know, but I don't care because they're helping us. Okay.
So that is going to be 24 damage to the blink dog.
Okay.
And then I'm going to action surge and do it again.
Okay.
So I'm going to hold off on my crusher feat because I need it within range still. So then that's going to be a 23 to hit.
Yep, that hits.
And the second other attack. Do I get 2 attacks with action surge, or is it just 1?
I feel like it's maybe only 1.
Okay.
But I'm
I think
not
it's just
positive on
one.
that.
Okay,
You
that's
get
totally
another action though. I don't know.
On your turn, you can
Yeah.
take 1 additional action. So actually, I think you could, if your action is
If
an
your
attack
action gives you multiple
then I think you
attacks.
could do a multi-attack if that's your action.
Go ahead and do it. Yeah, go ahead and do a multi-attack.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was thinking of haste rules.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. That one's a crit.
Good, so we'll all get advantage.
Oh my gosh.
So we have advantage against that blink dog.
Amazing.
Piece of shit, dog.
Oh,
Yeah.
I like that.
He's a
Goodness gracious.
10. So that's another 17 bludgeoning.
Okay. Then you got
And then
another,
I'm going I'm going to use my bonus action to switch places with my Inky Dex.
Okay.
So now I'm 30 feet away, and then I'm going to see. And I'm going to T-Rex is going to get me. Yeah, I'll stay like the 30 feet away because I want to be able to like move around if need be. So I'm 30 feet away now. And Inky Dex is there.
So that 17 damage was from the 1 attack. Were you gonna do 2 attacks? I thought, because you said.
Oh, I forgot to do the damage from the first attack. I got distracted by the.
If we
because you
could
got
do
the
another
crit,
attack.
right?
So that one, yeah. So that 17 was the crit damage. I'll do the other attack. Oh, nice. That's another 15.
15 to hit.
No, I think she already rolled
What?
to hit for a 3rd attack and then asked if she could do a multi-attack with the action surge. We had the whole debate, and then
I
she
see.
forgot
Okay,
to
so I
actually
thought there
roll
was
the
a
damage
miss.
for the 3rd attack. That
Okay.
hit.
Okay,
Yeah,
gotcha.
yeah.
So that's 15 damage. Gotcha. Okay. Great. Yeah, you are smacking this like slimy dog with this hammer, and it's taking a lot of blows. It's still standing. Pretty strong. And that is your turn, and you are 30 feet away. And we are up to Toad is still struggling on the ground, unable to really do much.
While Kyle does the math, I just want to point out, Scott, it's really funny. When Kyle does the Toad voice, your mouth moves and you do the tongue position, and it's very funny.
The T-Rex is now looking and is pretty frazzled, and it doesn't seem to recognize Toad as its master anymore. And you see that because it first does a bite at the blink dog. Rolled to see which one it was going to. And does a.
Got advantage.
He has advantage. Yeah.
Don't forget.
Oh my gosh! So it'll be a flat roll for him because he already has disadvantage. It is a 20 to hit,
Chew him up. Spit him out.
and does 30 points of damage.
Yeah. Good thing we've made him not normal size again too. So.
And just chunks into the blink dog, and has it in its mouth, and does a tail attack toward Toad. We'll see if this hits.
Knock the thorns off.
And right now, against Toad, it doesn't have advantage.
No, because we got
it's-
back
yeah,
up to Becca's turn since Toad was hit with the Crusher crit.
And he is going to hit with the tail attack, and
Is he?
Toad is down.
Is he? Is he gonna hit though, Kyle? Or is he gonna get silvery barbs when he tries to attack my boy
gosh,
Toad
okay.
right now? So-
Good. Okay, it was a 20 to hit. So a double disadvantage. We'll see what he does with his tail attack. It still is gonna hit.
Damn it!
It does hit. But you get to give advantage to somebody, and Toad is down.
Right. Well, I'm gonna give advantage to Namby. I think right now that is in the most dire situation of somebody who's not, dead on the ground. So.
Thank you.
Claiborne is freaked out. There's a giant 510-pound Tabaxi right in front of him. He's not looking good. He's going to disengage as his action and move away from you, Khatt, as far as he can, and starts running back through the forest.
Coward.
Do I just
That is his.
do I just kick his ass?
Never should have brought him here.
He is going to go out of your opportunity attack range.
Well, you said he was disengaging though, right? As his
Oh, that's
action?
right. Yeah,
So-
sorry. Yeah, I got confused there. Yeah, so
There's
that's
normal
his
movement.
disengage. He is moved out of the way. Khatt, you are up. Your movement is 0 because you did use the ability to get there
No, I still have normal movement. I can't do it again
until he takes a turn
Neglects.
with the 0. Okay, cool. Khatt,
Yeah,
you're up.
I think I'm still gonna kick Claiborne's ass.
Okay.
If I'm in
it.
range, I get 3 attacks still.
So he moved 35 feet away from you.
We have 40
okay.
feet.
Yeah, you got
40
40
feet.
feet.
You have 40
movement.
feet, so you're able to run up to him.
Fucking
Yeah,
hard.
then I'm doing all my attacks that
Okay,
it's
go
3,
for it.
I think. Yeah, okay. So glaive. First one is a 25 to hit.
Yep, that hits.
That's 15.
It's 15.
Damage.
You knock him down. He looks really bad.
Good.
Puts his
Let's
hand-
kill him.
Okay.
He attacks Toad. That is the highest law of Khatt's land.
A T-Rex attacked
Don't
Toad
hurt his
most
friends.
recently.
27 to hit.
Yep, 27 will hit.
That's 13 damage.
How do you want to do it? How do you want to kill Claiborne?
He's just like a freaking Claiborne shish kebab. And actually, like, I'm not even gonna remove him from the glaive. He's just stuck on there now, and I'm gonna turn back around.
Holding up your full-size man on the
Oh my gosh.
Claiborne is dead. It is the dog's turn, and the dog is currently
bad boy.
grappled and restrained. It is going to recharge his teleportability.
Before you do
and-
that, did he move on his last turn, the blink dog?
No.
Not by choice. He just got picked up in the mouth.
Okay, so then he does. He has to do another moonbeam saving throw before he
Oh,
does
cool.
anything.
Oh, good
Yeah.
call. Good call on that.
So 15.
On the
Constitution.
Constitution.
Yeah.
bad,
rolled
roll
a
bad.
23.
Darn it.
Okay, fair enough.
So go ahead. He still takes damage, right?
Oh yeah, half damage. He takes 6 damage.
6 damage. Okay. The moonbeam is still there. Hits him, and the dog is not looking good. He is able to blink out of the jaws of this T-Rex and appears 40 feet away. Where it appears, there is a portal that opens up. It is a red outlined portal that kind of fades into black darkness. And it opens up. The blink dog appears next to it, blinks to it, and then steps through and is gone. Hugh, Memtiro, and Namby, you see the portal. Everyone else just sees the blink dog blink away and then disappear. They don't see the portal there. Lizzie, you're up.
Wait, did it teleport? Wait, it teleported. Can't go that far though.
Lizzie, my friend, the portal.
The portal? The what?
It was red?
No. We seem to be having a lot of disagreements.
Well, forget
on
about it.
perception.
The T-Rex is still here.
Okay.
The T-Rex is like drooling, like ready to bite somebody else.
All right.
I don't know
Yeah.
why it laughed there.
Bowser.
I am going to catch a Scorching Ray on it, which is not concentration. That will be a 24 to hit on the first
On the
attack.
T-Rex? Yes.
On the first, yes.
Yep.
How many? I've got 3 of them. Okay. Then a 20.
Yep.
And then higher than 26. Okay.
Yes, all 3 of those hit.
Okay. 21 fire damage.
21 fire damage with your scorching rays. They spread out and hit this T-Rex. Does way more damage than what you're expecting. Takes a lot of damage from that. You see this scorching ray just like scorch off parts of the skin. It's just hitting it and like burning into this emaciated T-Rex. And Namby, you're up.
Oh, I still have.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Anything else for your turn?
Yeah. Gordo's going to spit some fire at the T-Rex because fire seems to be very effective. That's only a 13.
13 just hits.
Okay. So
Yeah.
it takes 8 fire damage.
Okay. Again, that damage does a lot to it. Anything else for your turn?
That's it. Yeah.
Namby, you're up.
Okay. So I'm within. Am I in touch distance of Toad already?
Yes,
without
he's right
moving?
next to you. Yep.
Okay. I don't want him dying. So. But I also have aid. I have the same spell. So I can choose up to 3 creatures within range to give 5 hit points and increase their hit point maximum.
Now, here's a thing I was just looking at in case I wanted to do this again. He's under the impact of that spell for 8 hours. It's not concentration. I can't get rid of it. You can't stack effects of the same spell multiple times on somebody. So you can't use that version of aid, but if you upcast aid at 3rd level, it does 5 more HP, and it specifically says in the rule book that when you overlap spells, the one with the highest bonus takes effect instead of the original one. So
Well, I have used Sending and Remove Curse, which are my 2 3rd level slots. So I have no 3rd level spell slots left, which means I will just cast Cure Wounds at a 2nd level on Toad,
Okay, cool.
which is 2d8 plus 4. So here we go. Okay, 13
13. All
hit
right.
points.
He is up. Health points. Great. He is. Toad is up, and you see he still looks like he's having trouble.
snap out of it, damn it.
Coming to, but it seems like he's starting to. That definitely helps, like getting some external healing there. Anything else for your turn?
I mean, I can rabbit hop away if I want to, but I think I'll just stay where I am.
Okay. Mtiro, you're up.
Tight. The T-Rex is still here?
He is.
All right, yeah. I look at the T-Rex and start. You see the classic black smoke start pouring out of Mtiro's mouth while he's whispering at it that you are diseased, you're sick, you don't belong here. Leave, my friend. To cast Dissonant Whispers on it and make a wisdom saving throw
Okay.
of 15.
Roll the 12.
All right, so it failed, so it takes 3d6 damage and has to use its reaction to move as far away as it can with its movement speed.
Excellent.
Because it's now afraid. It takes 9 damage.
9 damage. What type
Psychic.
of yes. It really affects him a lot, the psychic damage. More than you expect, and you see him thrash around, and he uses his reaction to leave. Namby, you can have an opportunity attack on the T-Rex.
Heck yeah.
Can my echo too, since
Sure.
it's
yeah,
right
he's
there?
right there. Yep.
Okay.
I didn't roll great. 11.
I'm gonna roll my bardic.
Ooh, I have a bardic. Might as well.
Yeah.
Ooh, plus 5. 16.
That hits.
Oh wait, you used it to attack too, which triggers the moat of potential that's around you.
Oh, so you do exit.
Oh,
Yeah, the target so the target that you're hitting needs to do a Constitution saving throw of DC 15 or take thunder damage equal to the number rolled on the Bardic Inspiration.
So it has to do it twice because Namby used it and the
Okay, so it's
inky
two
Dex used
Constitution
it.
rolls. The first one was a 7. That was Namby's.
Okay.
The second one, 2 7s.
Oh, great.
So
Oh, nice. So, and it just takes whatever we rolled on the
Yes,
Bardic.
that's what it
as-
says, yeah.
I rolled a 5.
Cool.
And what did you roll, Becca?
Oh, I rolled a 5 also, so.
oh my gosh.
Great.
Okay.
10 thunder damage on top of whatever damage they're going to do from their attack.
Okay, Namby, do your damage. The thunder hits it, and it like blows off a chunk of like his skin. It looks like it did more than it is supposed to, or that it usually does.
So I rolled 8 bludgeoning damage.
8 bludgeoning. You crack into its leg as it's leaving, and you crack its bone. Does more damage than you think. And Echo.
Dex got 12 bludgeoning with his cane sword.
12 bludgeoning, and it has vulnerability to all damage, and it had 24 hit points left, and you just did 12 points with the Echo. How would you like to kill the T-Rex?
Well, it's Dex really that gets the honor.
Dex.
So Dex will swing his cane sword at it, whopping it, and then kind of keel over as his knee gives out as he follows through with the swing. And that accidentally like kind of gives his elbow down onto the T-Rex, finishing it as he tries to catch himself from falling. So
Great. And the T-Rex falls and is slain on the ground, and the forest is quiet. And there is
still
a
a
portal
portal
that's
off in
open nearby.
Sense?
And Toad coughs and seems to come to. Scott, would you like to be Toad again?
Sure, I guess.
Oh, my, I say, where am I? What's happened? Khatt, you're alive!
Namby, can you throw me the glove?
Yeah, absolutely. I hand you the glove.
Because I sprint over, and you're gonna also have to tell me to put the glove on.
Yes, my friend,
Yeah.
no, stop,
Otherwise
stop,
No,
I
no,
won't.
no.
stop.
All right, then I just pick up Toad, I guess, with one hand, and give him as lovingly as I can with one hand, some hug of some type where I still don't get poisoned.
It's wonderful to see you as well, my friend.
Do I have memory of what has transpired at all?
Toad, your memory, you remember everything that had happened in the original story.
Okay.
Your memory seems to be that you had defeated Claiborne at the lodge, that you had escaped and left on the boat with your new friends.
Oh.
But you also have these faint memories, the faint memories of Khatt dying, everything that has transpired. And you have the distinct memory of reliving a time in your past where you had made a decision to let a slave who, by your laws, was destined for death, and you had allowed him to have mercy and leave. And you remember making a decision different than what you did, and then back again making the decision to let him go.
Okay.
That's a lot.
Here's Toad sees that Khatt has Claiborne on a fucking like pike, right? Like a glaive.
yeah.
I think I would ask you,
Khatt, I felt as though I've been within a dream for so long. Set him down, please.
ask you to
Put him down.
Yeah. And then Toad's going to use his lay on hands ability to bring Khan back.
I want you to try.
Okay.
And it's not going to be easy. It's been little too long that Khan has been gone. This would have to be a 25 on a spellcasting modifier for Toad, which I'll give you what that is because I'm sure you know.
I'm looking at his character sheet, but he can't even hit a 25. He's only got a +3 to his modifier, so there's no way.
Let's call it a 23 then, and give you a chance to hit a natural 20.
Crit with this right now.
Yeah, to try and bring Claiborne back.
No, my friends, I'm sorry.
Has it been less than a minute?
Do
I have a diamond, Kyle?
It has been less than a minute.
Kyle gave you a diamond.
You have a diamond.
I should have known that a grung can only do violence.
Gonna walk away.
Oh, Toad.
No, Toad. No, we can make this right. Use my 3rd level Revivify and pull out a diamond, which disappears. And
Where did she get that diamond?
don't worry about that. And I lay a hand on Claiborne, and he returns to life.
And he comes to life, and he looks around, and he starts to scoot away. And Toad, you're gray again.
I try to punch him. I use unarmed cat's claws strike.
Roll initiative. Everybody roll initiative. See if you can beat Khatt's initiative.
Yeah.
If he's gonna be able to.
Can I try to grapple Khatt?
If you beat his initiative.
18 initiative.
I also try. I also give it a shot.
Okay.
Yeah, I want to try to grapple.
Hold him back.
Okay.
I got an 18 for my initiative
Roll
to try
off
to grapple
against
Khatt.
Khatt. Roll off against Khatt.
So are we doing a roll off just flat D20 or another initiative?
Another initiative.
Okay, I got a 17.
I got an 8.
So you will be so you will go first, and then it's Khatt. So you have a chance to stop Khatt real quick.
I'm just going to bear hug him. I'm just going to wrap my arms around him from the back, like he's done to us actually a couple times, and that's how I'm going to grapple him.
Oh yeah. Okay.
And I'm just going to hug him, and I'm going to say, Toad doesn't want it. I know, I understand, but Toad doesn't want it.
Oh, okay, I'm good then.
Okay.
He's going to keep hugging.
You're bear hugging this 500-pound Tabaxi, but your long arms, you're able to actually give him a nice hug. Khatt, I don't know if you've ever gotten a nice hug like that. It's such a big hug around you, and you're such a big guy, you know.
It's true. It's very nice.
And so you stand in the forest. Everybody is up, and this portal is open.
Oh yeah.
Nearby.
I just wanted to really specify. Toad would say to Claiborne Khan, like,
We have both committed atrocities to one another. I say that it is time that we agree to be men to each other and treat each other right.
and then I want to take the glove from Khatt so that I can try to extend my hand to shake Claiborne Khan's hand.
Claiborne reaches out a hand and shakes your hand.
Hell yeah.
Says, I know what I've done in my past. I don't think I'll ever forgive myself or be forgiven, and I'm not sure I deserve that, but I can live with this. Thank you.
Peace be with you, friend.
And then Tira says, this is beautiful, but that glove is very sentimental to me, so can I please have it back?
Oh, yes, of course. Here you go, sir.
Cool. And then I would look to Hugh and Namby. My friends, I feel like we have done what we needed to do in this place. This portal beckons.
I think Namby would just say to everyone that she knows is going to stay here, like, please just follow your heart and do what you know is best. We have to go, but we know you guys will do what is right.
Thank you for the book. You hear Meowsa standing there, and Sesu nods his head and says, there is not more thanks than I can possibly give you. But thank you for your help.
It was our pleasure, and I will write to you, my friend, to see what you thought of that book when you finish it. I'll find a way.
Good.
It's time to go home.
I tell everybody to wait. And I make them wait for 1 hour because that is how long it takes for me to cook 3 special treats. And then I give each one of you a special treat that you could take.
Wonderful.
I'm
to the
standing
next
right
story.
by the portal in case at any point it comes.
We need an hour because the plant growth spell does not fade. It stays.
Nope.
It's permanent.
So I cast Flame Blade for the next hour and start hacking her way to the portal.
Great.
For all this shit.
So there you go. You guys got some treats.
Lizzie and Khatt, and Seisu and Meowsa too, but you start to feel like your memory is changing. Like you feel like the original story is coming back to you, that you had defeated Claiborne and had left the island. It seems to be these memories are coming into you just softly and slowly at this point.
That doesn't mean anything to Khatt. I don't remember anything as it stands. I'm chill. I'm good.
He's really focused on cooking these treats perfectly.
Yeah.
So we did escape.
You finish cooking and the portal is still open, and you share the treats together. And what next?
They're for the journey. Don't take them now.
Yeah,
Take 'em
I'm
later
keeping
when
one.
you
I'll
need
keep it. I'll save it.
'em. Get those 3 temporary hit points.
I guess I would say I'd say goodbye to both of them as well. And
I'm gonna hug them all goodbye. I'm gonna get a little squeamish around the fire with Lizzie, but yeah, I'm gonna hug everyone.
I'm going in for like a really firm handshake with Lizzie because they can handle the fire. Nobody else usually gets.
Yeah. The
Gordo
embers.
comes in and wraps himself around your neck for a moment and flies
Beautiful.
off.
The fire elements are with you.
I'm gonna pick Namby up just completely. I'll just give him a little head pat, put him back down.
That was awesome.
Great.
That was great.
So, Mtiro, Namby, and Hugh, you step forward and walk into the portal. And Khatt and Lizzie, do you have any reaction to them just suddenly disappearing?
Probably the same reaction of them just suddenly appearing, which was absolute confusion.
I just... Toad, you wanna go fishing?
That sounds like a welcome respite, my good friend.
Great.
That's all I care about. As
Let's
far
rip
as
some
Scott's
fish.
concerned, those
Yeah.
people are never existed. He's already forgot.
a true
No
cat
object
in that
permanence.
way. Just actually moved on.
To live as Khatt does would be a dream.
He was in a coma, but it doesn't really change much.
Yeah.
Namby, Hugh, and Mtiro, you step into the portal and you are sucked in, and you are surrounded by whirling images and pages, whipping past you like you're moving through a tunnel. Clips of different stories, some you recognize, others you don't. And you see bits of your own memories too. Mtiro, you see your school-age self running to your mother, holding a piece of paper titled The Blind Troll and the Kind Knoll with a giant gold star on it. She gives you a hug as you tell her that you won the contest for the best short story in school. You see yourself a few years ago, getting a story handed back to you in a nice office. They're just not believable, a well-dressed man says. Maybe try something different? Something other than writing? Namby, you see yourself at a young age with your sister, playing hide and seek in a graveyard. She tags you, found you, and suddenly the grave below you collapses, burying you and your sister in the dirt, which surrounds you and presses on your chest. You try to take a breath, but you can't, and you pass out from the lack of oxygen. You see yourself wake up outside the grave, your mother digging you and your sister out just in time. You're shaking. Your family is listening to your sister describe the near-death experience and how cool it was to be that close to death. You feel alone. You look up to the sun, take a deep breath, and feel a bit better. Hugh. The images around you quickly fade and turn into a forest. You're on the river of your mind again, floating through your memories. The river flows, and instead of showing you a memory on the shore, this time the river ends, and you're sitting in your cramped home at the dinner table with your family, experiencing a memory firsthand. You immediately recognize this memory. You know it very well. You've replayed it in your mind hundreds, if not thousands of times. It's a memory that you keep locked away. This is the memory of the last night you spent with your sister River. In the small dining room, you sit at a table with you, your human father, and full troll mother. You each have a salad in front of you. And this room is very cramped with your full troll mother and your half troll and your human father. He's a little bit smaller, but your mother's like sort of picking at this salad, looking at it in disgust. It's quiet, nobody's talking, it's a little bit awkward. And then blam, the door opens and your sister walks in holding a piece of paper in her hand. I did it! I'm gonna be in the Bone Guard! And your mom leaps up from her chair, knocking everything off the table. That's my daughter! Come here! And she grabs your sister's head with her big, massive troll hand and like brings it in and gives her a big noogie. And she says, tonight we eat meat! Get rid of this puny salad! She picks it up and throws it against the wall, shattering it. Clint, go out back, get the fire going! I'm gonna go kill the hog! And she bullies her way out of the room. And your father walks up to River with a tear in his eyes, and he gives her a hug. And you can tell he's proud, but it's one of those, like your son is going off to war, essentially. Your daughter's going off to war. And so you can see that he is proud, but also scared and terrified. He gives her a hug and just says, "How I'm so proud of you." And he walks out of the room, leaving you in the dining room alone with your sister. You look at your sister and you think about how tomorrow your sister is going to go off to the Bone Guard. And you won't hear from her or the Bone Guard for 2 years, after which an orc will show up at your door, giving you the news that after just 1 month of your sister's deployment, her troop went missing. And it took them 2 years to find their remains and confirm their deaths. What do you think, little bro? Your big sister's gonna be in the Bone Guard! Hey, and she can read you. She can read you like a book. Are you okay?
I'm gonna miss you.
Yeah. What's wrong? I mean, I'm gonna miss you too, but it's not forever. It's about 2 years, they say, and then I'll be back and I can re-enlist if I want. But yeah, I'm gonna miss you too. And she like kind of punches you on the shoulder.
I'm gonna save so many pages in my journal for sketches so that when you come back and tell me all the stories, I'll fill them up when you're here.
That sounds amazing. I love your drawings and you're getting so much better at them too.
Did I show you the one that I made of you recently?
Oh no. What is it?
Well, and then he opens his journal and it shows a picture of River sitting on Hugh's bed. And she has her hands out like she's gesturing wildly because she's telling him a story to make him smile. It's one of my favorite times together.
Aw, and she gives you a big hug and squeezes you tight. And then she lets go and she says, okay, so don't tell Dad this, but I technically don't swear until the morning. If I back out before then, there's no harm, there's nothing that, happens, but I think the only reason I'd stay would be if you needed me, and I would stay, I would. But what do you think? Is it, you gonna be okay?
Of course. I'm gonna be brave like you, and I need you, but you need this. And that's better.
Hey, I've got another story for you. This one's good. It's about a brother and a sister. The sister is stronger than the brother, like way stronger. She goes away for a few years and bashes in some heads, like a lot of heads, and she loves it. She has the time of her life. Her brother stays home, and he bakes and he bakes and he gets a date with a hot girl and he bakes her a cake and she eats the whole thing, and she does not hold back because it is a good cake, and then she feels a little self-conscious about it afterwards. It's that good of a cake. And then 2 years later, his sister comes home and she is so hungry from bashing in all those skulls. Luckily, her brother has a giant loaf of her favorite bread, cinnamon bread, waiting for her. It's so delicious, she eats the entire thing in one sitting. And then she wrestles with her brother and beats him again because he's so much weaker than her and his hands are soft from baking. And then he opens a bakery and she's his personal guard because all these cute girls keep trying to storm the bakery and get to him and all of his cakes. The end.
It's a pretty good story.
Yeah, I thought so. Well, I'm gonna miss you, but I'll see you again, all right? And we can, play some games tonight or whatever. We'll eat a proper dinner, whatever this is you got in front of you, some salad. And she hits it, smacks it away. But yeah, thanks. And she gives you a big hug. And you are hugging her and don't want to let go. And then suddenly it kind of feels different. You start to hear galloping sounds and you realize that you're gripping onto the neck of a horse. And you are sitting in a saddle of a horse. All three of you are. And the horses are riding. You look.
Are we all on 3 horses, or there's 3 of us on one?
There are 3 horses.
Okay.
There are 3 horses. Yep, there are 3 horses. And you look left and right and see all 3 of you look at each other like, what the heck is going on? You're riding on horses. And then the horses jump over a fence. Everybody give me a dexterity saving throw to keep on the horse.
Hugh got a 19.
I also got a 19.
That's great.
Nice.
I got a 12.
Okay.
Equally good.
Yeah. Some would say better if it was golf.
Numerically worse, but in some ways maybe the same. We don't know.
Okay, good. Namby and Hugh, you guys are able to stay on top of the horse.
Tiro?
And Tiro starts to fall. You start to fall, and then something catches you on the side. And then you hear, "Looking a bit wobbly there, friend. You got to lean into the jump, not away from it." And a red dragonborn rides up to you wearing a wide-brimmed hat and a leather duster. "And grab those reins, too. The horse ain't gonna steer itself." Hey, that could be a good pun. Like it's a horse, not a steer. So you better grab the reins? Hey, Joe, what do you think of this? You better grab the reins, 'cause it's a horse, not a steer. On the left, a blue dragonborn rides up. "I think that's pretty good, Jeb. Who your new friends?" "Well, I'm assuming they're just travelers heading to Violet Creek. Y'all headed to Violet Creek?"
Of course, show us the way.
"Oh, great. You got business with the sheriff, too?"
Who's
You know the sheriff, right?
Sorry, I think I may have hit my head or something. I'm having trouble remembering. Who's the
You
sheriff?
don't even know his name? Oh, they say he's done incredible things. After the flood of 93, they said he built 100 houses in 5 days. Then he saved a whole school of kids by holding up the roof with one hand while building a wall with the other. He's taller than 2 men standing on each other's shoulders. I even heard he built a birdhouse so lovely the wind herself flew in and refused to leave. He's been sheriff ever since him and the Fantastic Four took down those maleficent assholes, and we're headed right to him with some very important information. You just gotta promise you ain't spies or nothing. Are you spies?
My good sir, we would never do anything as disgraceful as be spies against the great Valley Jack.
Go ahead and roll persuasion with advantage.
Okay. 17.
17. All right, good enough. Let's ride. Yeehaw! And that is going to do it for chapter 3 of Expedition Untold. Thank you to all the players this week, especially Natalie and Will. Thank you for joining us for this little bit longer of an episode. Scott, Brooke, and Becca, of course, thank you for playing. Your socials, everyone's socials can be found in the description. If you want to see the video of the episode, it'll be up on our YouTube. Follow us at Talltale Tavern Podcast on Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok. If you like us, give us one of those good 5-star reviews. Join our Discord too. Thank you to Tyler Adelsperger for our intro music. Thank you to Zaezar for our artwork. And with that, we will see you next time at the Talltale Tavern.